Is this thing on?
I think so.
Oh, hey everybody. This is Johnny Beane. It's 5:03 p.m. out here in beautiful Santa Cruz, California. It's amazing. May 17th, 2019. Welcome. David Nesdall's in the house.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey man. What's the latest, dude?
Nothing. Just had some dinner. Full. I'm gonna go to sleep right now.
You too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, I did the. Are you a Amazon Prime member?
Yes.
Okay. If you guys go to Whole Foods, you know they do the Amazon Prime thing, and they're having a special right now, the month of May, 2 slices of pizza for $5, and so that's what I did, and I'm regretting it now, man.
I bet.
Oh,
I bet.
oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, good to see you, dude.
Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Jay just said he stopped at Five Guys.
I know. I'm getting those too. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Jay Hannon. He'll be with us in a little while. He's over at Guitar Center.
Yeah, one just opened up by his house.
Mm-hmm. So that's where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder. He probably should have gone to the grand opening because they would have had some sort of specials, you know.
Didn't they? Isn't that what he's doing now? Isn't it the grand opening? I think that's what it is.
I don't know. I have no idea. Ooh, that doesn't sound.
My guitar went totally sharp. I'm just retuning it.
Which one? The your favorite one?
No, just one of these Van Halens, one of these Stripe guitars.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Did you see that picture I tagged you in on Instagram today? Early this morning?
Yeah. What was it?
It was Steve Lukather. Did I tag you in that? Where he's playing a Luke, and it's like one I'd never seen before.
Is it black with all kinds of white stuff on it?
Maybe.
It's he calls it Sammy, if that's the one. Basically, it's different. The guitar is painted, and it's all Sammy Davis Jr. because he's a big Sammy Davis Jr. fan.
Oh wow! Wow!
And it's a black guitar. Yeah, it's a big black. It's a black guitar with, white Sammy Davis Jr. figures on it.
That's cool. That's cool. We'll have to find a good picture of that.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and you go to his the Premier Guitar rig rundown for him, that's the guitar he's using, and you can get a real good close up of it.
Oh, hey, John BL. Put that over in the Discord, man. Speaking of the Discord, I saw a really cool video today that I just happened to stumble upon, or I don't know what happened, but it was something I'd never seen before, and it's over in the Discord right now. Thank you, John. But it's an interview with Gary Cherone and Edward Van Halen from Van Halen 3, and I'd never seen it before. It's like 20 minutes long.
Is it a Japanese one?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It takes place in Chicago.
That's cool.
And actually, Michael Anthony is in it. Michael gives you a little tour of his bass room. Hey, man.
Howdy.
Hey, at Five Guys, huh?
Yeah, we were about to leave and go home.
And
I was like,
I'm gonna have to go. I'll be right back.
I smelled the grease in the air.
Uh-huh.
Can you see him out there?
Oh, here, let me present. Oh wow, they can't see me though, huh?
Kind of. Oh, Ellie's smiling.
Can they hear me? Hi, Ellie.
No, we're through the window.
Oh yeah.
Just waiting for our order to come up. So I'll be on as soon as I can.
Awesome.
Unless you want me to eat a burger on the air.
Do they have all those peanuts there? Those huge sacks of peanuts?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How do you flip this damn thing?
There you go. Hey, nice shoes.
Oh.
I'm wearing the same ones.
So is can I zoom in on that or no?
I don't think with Hangouts, I don't think you can. No.
Ellie's got them on too.
Oh wow.
She's such a poser. She had to copy Daddy. You know?
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'll be on shortly.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah. So Tessie Switch messaged me and said that he's not getting the pedals till Monday. I think he said Monday. Yeah, Monday. So he's gonna check with Keely and see if he wants to come on with him. So that'd be pretty neat, you know.
Awesome.
We will see. So all right, I'll see you guys a little bit. I'll let you go live.
Okay.
All
right. See ya.
Bye.
I don't think he knew we were live. Jay, we are live. Oh, that was funny. Wow, Dave left. Jay thought we were just messing around. But hey, Phil's in here. Good to see you, man. Yeah, leave a thumbs up, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. There's a subscription button somewhere. Check it out. If you dig these videos, if you dig the brand new goatee, 1994 Johnny Beane is back. It's a little crooked. That's actually how this happened. Was we realized my beard looked a little crooked and accidentally, most of it came off. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't hear Jay before, and then I couldn't get back on.
Oh, no. Jay didn't know we were live. So maybe he said some things he shouldn't have said, but that's okay. Lord. Yeah. Come on, it's 10 after. Of course we're not on schedule.
Yeah.
Brian Davies, JJ's House of Jams, Pris 46, Will Neal. What are you saying there? My computer. I know it would be hard, but I've always liked the Dragon Snake guitar. Would like to see someone replicate it.
It's been done.
Yeah. Who is it? Somebody from somewhere.
I believe Chris Hubbard.
I don't think he did it. I think he bought it.
No, he has one, but yeah, he has one, but he didn't do it. I think Jeff Rich did it.
Like, is it RCA or something?
I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah, so Chris Hubbard, he has one. And actually, there's other ones out there. I've seen other ones before.
Yeah, I've seen them too. Personally, it's not my favorite. I really don't like it.
Oh, man.
Can't be easy to play.
Todd Graff, welcome. Todd, are you enjoying that envelope? Didn't I send you that signed envelope? Charles Green, Bam Ozzy, Shauna Marie sings. Shauna, the weather today has been pretty good, huh? Hasn't rained, at least over here.
It's been beautiful here too. 75, sunny. Good stuff.
That's cool. Janice, Mike is himself. He's got a question for you.
Maybe, I don't know. Mike is himself says, Dave, who is Sammy talking about in the I Can't Stop Loving You when he referenced Ray? Maybe Ray Daniels? Maybe? I don't know.
I had heard that there's a Ray Charles song by the same name.
Oh, okay.
So, John BL, is that true? Oh man. Pete's Guitar Lessons. Yeah, that's an awesome band name. Joe, you want more Jason Becker stories? Man.
Ray Mancini.
Ray Mancini. Oh, the boxer. Oh, that's who he's talking about. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I guess they're friends. He's the one that came up with the name for Carnal Knowledge, right?
Yeah.
He told him what that word actually means, and they used the long sentence.
He also owns Sammy's original Deane, that X guitar, or I guess it's a
Deane.
The Deane guitar, or whatever, the red Deane that he used.
That's cool. That's cool. Todd Flowers, good to see you, man. Good to see everybody. Yeah, 65 people watching, 22 thumbs ups. See if we can get a few more thumbs. We like to aim for at least 100. David Ennis. David Ennis, you're the man. You're the man. Jimmy Carr. What's up, Jimmy? Thomas Santiago's here.
Yeah, I thought I saw him. Yeah, he's there.
Halface thumbed. Awesome. Alex Radford. Hey, man.
Jason's here.
Hey, Jason. You just thumbed me. I felt it. Frank Corcoran, right? It's not Corcoran. It's Corcoran. It only took me 3 years. Leon is in here. What's up? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, so what I was telling you, I don't know if I think you vanished, but I discovered this lost Van Halen 3 interview. But the only thing, I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but the video is kind of weird because it's one of those videos that was like on like the internet, like one of the first internet videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very like fuzzy. Kind of like this. But the information in the video is great. The interview with Edward and Gary.
That's cool.
It's actually, they said some things in the interview I had never heard before. So it's pretty cool. It's over in the Discord. So make sure you guys follow. No, it's not that bad. Okay, who allowed that? Come on. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, it's cool. It's over in the Discord. And if you want to get over there, there'll either be a link as soon as Nightbot wakes up. Nightbot will be spitting out links, or down in the description, there's a Discord link.
You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That helicopter's really low.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
The house shook.
Wow. A helicopter shook the house?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there no preview window of whoever's off screen? Oh, because there has to be 3 people in here for that. And Jay's not here yet. Once Jay jumps in, you'll see the 3 of us down. Well, for me, it's here.
Yeah, I'm on the other side.
For you guys, it might be over here. There he is. Yeah, he's having a Five Guys burger right now.
God.
Get to the chopper. Is that a Schwarzenegger?
Get to the chopper. I cannot do it that well. Jay does that better than I do.
What's that from?
I don't know. Maybe Terminator. Maybe
Rambo. One of those.
Was he? He wasn't in Rambo.
I don't know. Guitar Collector 12. Welcome. Hello, everybody. He says. Cool. Yeah, man. What else?
I don't know. But about you?
What about me? Oh, I woke up today, and I actually should have done a lot of work on the computer here, but instead I was watching Rob Johnson talk about Van Halen guitars.
Yes.
So
the balance error, correct?
That was an hour I'll never get back. Just kidding. No, because we've done so many of those, you know. I mean, for years, you know, it's just the same thing, you know. Shauna Marie.
Thank you, Shauna.
Thank you. Should I tell him? Should I tell Jay or not? Or you want to wait?
Tell Jay what?
That we were live when he jumped in here. He didn't know.
Well, I guess you just did.
Okay. Yeah, Jay, we were live. Yeah, it was only 10 minutes after.
You know, it's a lot easier when you don't have 5 people to get ready to do a show. When it's just 2 people, you just click the button. You know, if you're not ready, then shame on you.
Huh? Are we live?
We are live.
Now I don't know. Leave a thumbs up if we're live right now. Yeah, I know, Joe. There we go. There's Nightbot. Welcome. Yeah, don't forget to share this video on Twitter and tag me at johnnybeane, and I'll retweet you. So, yeah. Retweets are always good.
Todd Graff, I've never tried Dunlop strings. I didn't even know they made them.
They don't? Or they do?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Dunlop strings. Why wouldn't they? They make picks. They make everything else. They make slides. Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. Today is Frankenstrat Friday. That's right, Clayton. I got to move my laptop over so I can see this chat box. Oh. It's going to have to be like that, I guess. Yeah, and also, you guys, if you share these videos, like let's say this video right that you're watching right now, if you share this on Facebook, tag me at johnnybeanetv, and I'll repost you. Because reposts are where it's at.
Very nice.
Oh, sausage. Oh, what else? What other announcements do we have?
I had an eggplant parm hero for dinner.
A what?
Eggplant parmesan hero.
Hero?
Yeah.
So you mean a sandwich?
Yes.
Eggplant parmesan. Awesome. Brendan B Squared just followed me on Twitter. Awesome, man. As soon as we're done, I'll follow you back, man. Joe says yummy.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Bam Ozzy. All my electric guitars are Fire Red Burst PRS guitars. Awesome. Janice is, I guess, on the phone. Janice, you want to call in? We haven't taken a live call in a while.
We haven't.
Okay. If you guys want to call in, what's the phone number? But the thing is, you got to either text me first or leave your name. Yeah, let's take a live call real quick. What is the phone number to this place? Let me think.
4.
It's in the description of the video. Look down in the. Actually, it might not be. I might have taken it out because all the crank calls. Let me see. Here it is. 415-952-3263. There it is. 415-952-3263. I should probably give that number to Nightbot. There you go. Call that number. But first, before you call it, text it. Text the number and tell me who you are. And
Vinny,
if I don't...
Vinny has a question for you.
Huh? Vinny?
Vinny.
Yo, Vinny. Johnny, the Hamer guitar that you have where your couch is today, still make those ham or guitars? Just what? What?
Hamer guitars. You misspelled it. Do they still make them?
Not sort of, not
No.
really.
No, because Hamer's not in business.
No, but about 20 years ago they were making them, but they weren't the same. It was a different body shape. But I think they might have still called them the Phantom, but it looked more like a double cut Les Paul or something. But it had the same pickups. But that's kind of what the original guitar looked like. Here we go. We're talking about guitars now, you guys. The original Hamer guitars. Okay. Yeah, Joe, if you want to call up, give me a call, man. Where's my cable? Oh, man. Hang on. I need a cable.
Excuse me.
Where did the cable go? Anyway, the original Hamer guitars, the bodies didn't really look like that, but it had this kind of the same pickups. Michael Collins, there was still a second-hand market for these, dude. Yeah, I know. I love these guitars. I have 3 of them, although 2 of them are kind of messed up. You're baked right now, Pete? Is this it? Okay, I found my cable. So if you want to call in, send me a text first. Let me know your name. And remember, if there's any funny business, I've got your phone number, just to let you know. I've got your phone number, and I like to use the bathroom a lot. In different places. I'm not kidding either. When I drive to Walnut Creek, I'm stopping everywhere. Where can I show my pics? Douglas says, well, it depends on what kind of pictures they are. You can actually, that phone number I just put in there, you can text pictures to that number as well. So if you want to text some pictures, hopefully decent ones. And also, yeah, check out my latest instructional video, how to change strings on a Floyd Rose. There's the link. We'll watch it later, after we're done. Yeah, no sword pictures. That's right, Michael Collins. Who's allowing this guy's comments? Come on.
I'm not.
Nerd Halen. Nerd Halen. Frankenstein Friday, Mother Truckers. Or Mother Flowers, however you want to put it. And it's in my notes, you guys. It's in my notes. We're announcing, now that I'm blurry. Come on. There we go. Nerd Halen will be with us on Tuesday. Awesome, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Showman.
Hal Sparks. Caleb Rapoport. Yes, that's right, man. Mm-hmm.
John BL, yes, I think I did show this at some point. This guitar is the guitar that Eddie gave away to the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City in 1985. There's a whole interview with Martha Quinn on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Martha Quinn from MTV.
Not just her. I think they did 2 interviews, or there's 2 that have surfaced. There's one with her, and I think there's one with what's her name? They had the morning show in the 80s. Her and Regis.
Kathy Lee.
I think there's an interview with Kathy Lee from that as well.
No kidding.
I think so. Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, this is the guitar. It has the original neck from the original 1984 guitar on it, just like the original one.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as who was it?
That's not the real Guitar Showman.
No. But actually, the real guitar right now is in Rome, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And Plexiface wants to know how I age the fretboard on here. Basically, I'll let you know a little secret. When you do these fretboards, you have to put blue tape all over the fretboard. Well, this is what I did. And you draw out with pencil the area that you want to have to be relict. First of all, you're gonna put clear coat like urethane on it, and then you tape it up. Draw the areas where you want the dark areas. Then you cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Take the tape off, and the only tape that should still be on the guitar is the part that has the urethane finish on it. Then around that, you're going to take an X-Acto knife and start scraping the urethane finish off of it. And then you're left with just the parts, the light parts have the urethane on it, and the dark parts are what you're going to dirty up. And that's how you do it.
Wow.
It's not easy. And it takes a long time. It's not something that you're going to do perfectly the first time.
Mm-hmm. Does it feel weird?
No,
like
you don't feel it at all.
You don't feel nothing?
But it feels like it's all just unfinished. Because these frets are big, fat frets anyway. So,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does it mess up the inlays?
No. Nope, not at all.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Michael Collins wants to know if this is Sunset Orange. No, it's not. It's Super Red 2. This guitar was a different color red. Actually, no. I'm sorry. It's Cardinal Red, not Super Red 2. It's Cardinal Red.
Mm-hmm. Like the birds.
Yeah.
Because cardinals are red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Bozique. Hello, Johnny Beane and Co. Awesome. Thank you, Bozique. You got your 2 minutes.
What pickup is this? I believe this one is a
Shaller.
No, it's not. I painted the pole pieces to make it look like a shaller. I painted it black, but
because the original pickup that is in the actual guitar
is a shaller.
It would be a shaller, and the what am I trying to say? The bobbins would be all like scruffed up.
Yeah, they're scruffed up and not shiny, and the pole pieces are not silver; they're black.
They'd be.
I believe it's called a shaller golden 50s.
Mm-hmm. The pole pieces are actually they're more of a brown.
Okay.
It's almost like a see-through brownish color.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think do I have one in a guitar back there? Say something, I'll go look.
Okay. Well, anyway, I can't remember what pickup this is. You know what? I'm thinking it's a bare knuckles pickup. I'm thinking this is a bare knuckles pickup that is like their EVH. I think it's called the Brown Sound or something, but I think it's a bare knuckles.
Bare knuckles?
Yeah.
What, like a brown bear?
Okay.
Okay, so there's the back of a shaller pickup right there. And this is what the actual guitar this is what the pickup would look like. Look like that. So you can see how the pole pieces are kind of brownish.
Yeah, and they sound great. I have them in that white Kramer right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're awesome. It's got the three. What do you call it?
Holes.
The three holes.
Is that a neck or a bridge pickup?
It's missing the sticker, and so I don't remember.
Well, I'm thinking it's a bridge because the cable is so short.
Well, I might have cut the cable because I've had this for like 20 something years, and it's been in like different guitars over the years. I used to have zebra ones too.
I've never seen them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are cool.
Shellman says he loves his guitar. Thank you. Me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice guitar, man. What else? How's that hamburger, Jay? That's good stuff, man. Five Guys. You know, actually, if you call them, like if you get your order to go, if you call them, they'll make your burger right there. So when you get there, your burglar will be ready. But they'll cook your fries, so you still have to wait. But your fries will be brand new.
That's okay with me because I hate soggy fries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they're not my favorite fries, but Five Guys is definitely one of my favorite burgers. And yeah, if you guys like Five Guys, leave a thumbs up. Oh,
Nerd Halen wants to know if this is a Felice paint job. Caleb, I think they're all Felice paint jobs, every one of them. Except for the very, very, very early ones that Unkert did for Eddie. But everything after that, I believe, is Felice.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Oh, I can't.
Hi, Ellie. Hi. How are you? We were just talking about Five Guys and French fries.
Ellie, tell them.
Oh my God, there's a mouse.
Where?
Sorry.
Oh.
It says off air.
Did it run out of the back of the restaurant?
It was here.
Was it really?
It was by your foot, and I got scared, and it ran that way.
So Ellie's the reason why we're taking so long because she's still eating.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie,
No, it's all good.
Wrap things up.
Wow, it looks like a really nice night there.
Oh, it's beautiful. So I'll show you. Hold on. I'll go to the.
I can't hear anyone.
I didn't mean to interrupt what you guys were talking about.
Oh, just nonsense.
Can you see the guitar sound?
Yeah. Yeah. I see it. Let me present. Yeah, there you go.
So.
Yeah, that's one of those brand new ones.
Yep, brand spanking new. So I'll give you my review when I get home. But we're splitting now. Jeannie's throwing fries to the mice. All right, see you guys in a few.
All right, see you, man.
All right, bye.
Bye. Can you hear us now? Hello? You can't hear me?
I don't hear you.
We can hear you. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Rats running out of the back of the Five Guys. Bozique says, I can't stand Five Guys. Too greasy, and they just throw them together. Sippy and greasy. Not surprised there's a mouse, Bozique says.
I don't know what's going on. I can't hear anything.
Unplug your headphones. Oh, you can't hear me. Yeah, Nesdal's been having a tough time with Hangouts. For some reason, he can't hear. I don't know. I can't wait to switch over to OBS full time, you guys. I guess while I've got the mic, finally, you guys, I get to talk on one of these things. Finally. If you're on Instagram, has Nightbot said anything? If you guys are on Instagram, go and like my Instagram page called EVH GEAR Live. EVH GEAR Live. That's my Instagram, or my Insta, that's dedicated to all things EVH gear, Van Halen, you know, the Kramer Eddie guitars, you know, all that stuff. Sure. Here, let's see. How do I do this? Can you hear me? You can't. Oh man. What? Somebody in the chat, tell Dave something. Okay, I'm on Facebook. I see you guys are sharing. Awesome. Thank you guys. Brendan shared the link to this. It looks like John BL shared the link. Really appreciate it, you guys. We love each and every one of you. There we go. How about now?
Yep.
Oh.
There's something going on with this microphone. It doesn't like my computer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drag.
I don't know.
And now I'm gonna have to cut out because there's something going on with this microphone. It's not.
Wow.
It doesn't like my computer.
You already told us that, Dave. Can you hear me? I don't think anybody.
Dave,
yeah, I hear you, but I don't see you.
You hear me? You can hear me?
Johnny?
Can anybody hear me? Can you see me? Oh, this is a nightmare. Can you hear me, Jason?
I can hear you perfectly. I can see you too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Even with your clean side-shaved face.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Jason?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly, Dave.
I don't see you, but
Well, I just realized I didn't have my camera turned on. I got to change my settings.
I can't hear Johnny at all.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Did you hear Johnny just then, Dave?
No, I don't hear Johnny at all.
Oh, well then that's okay.
Weird.
It's probably for the better that he can't hear me anyway.
So smooth.
Huh?
Really? You swear that Dave wears ladies' underwear? I mean, Johnny, you shouldn't say that on the show.
Oh man,
Dave, you give away all your secrets now.
Look out, because he's actually gonna get really mad at me.
Who, me?
That's funny.
And he won't bother. He won't bother to rewatch this, and so he won't know that I did.
I'm turning into John Mancuda making terrible jokes like that. Sorry, Dave, that wasn't true at all.
I didn't even hear what was said. But from what I'm told, Johnny's probably lucky I didn't hear it.
No. Johnny didn't say anything. I was being evil.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. Dave, 100%. It was all me being evil, stirring the pot, mate. Johnny did nothing bad at all. I'm just being an ass because I can.
Wow, what's up, dude?
Well, I've got news, but like Nesdol's unfortunately having problems being able to hear you.
No, I hear both of you now.
Oh, okay, cool. So I come bearing pretty big news, and it's huge and impacting in a massive way, and I'm so beside myself with excitement for what's coming. And so I'm going to share it with you guys and your community here because I really genuinely like this community. You know, this is the only live show I bother to go on, and I'm not saying that you're lucky to have me because I consider you guys friends and I really enjoy this interaction. It's a fun part of my week getting to hang out with you guys, you know. The one thing about living in a foreign country as I do is the isolation. I don't have all my old mates back home to hang out with and blah, blah, blah. And having you guys here, I love and embrace this, and the people in your chats are really lovely. And so I don't know, I like this community, so I like sharing with you guys. So here we go. Big news.
Awesome.
As I've been talking about for some time now, I'm trying to get a television show up and running. And we had a huge win for our television show yesterday. The huge win is that there is an organisation in Australia called Documentary Australia Foundation who fund documentaries. They're going to be doing our television show and a documentary side by side. We just got granted a tax break from them yesterday that anyone donating to us, can write off their donation as a tax-deductible donation. So for those who don't understand what that means, if, say, they earn $100,000 a year and they donate $10,000 to our show, or a company for that matter, they get to write that entire $10,000 off as a tax write-off, and so they only have to declare $90,000 worth of their earnings, which is amazing because for a big company that might have the money and the interest and wants to write it off and wants to put it towards something that's going to be something good for the people as such, coming to our show is quite attractive for them. So this gets us to a level where we can literally take this thing and make it real. So I am so excited right now.
Cool.
Awesome, man.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's great.
So I'm not going to give away too much about what the show's all about yet because I want to, I think I might have even told you guys offline. I can't remember. But I don't want to give it away publicly yet, only because we are still, now that we've just received that news yesterday, we need to sit down and lay out the actual, because we've got a webpage on that company or the government body organisation's website. It's all official and everything. But we need to lay down our approach for how we're going to take this to the public and to the people and just get our ducks in a row before we do the big announcement of what it's all about. But this is going to be a good thing for the music industry. It's going to be a good thing for people like us who are essentially people who practiced their asses off for years but never got to become the next Eddie Van Halen or the next whoever it may be. You know, like the people who work behind the scenes, who want to keep the industry alive, up and comers, and so on and so forth. Friends like people like our friend Cameron Brown, who we keep talking about all the time, who is literally the next generation of guitar god in the waiting. He just needs to get his lucky break. It could be somebody who is disadvantaged because they come from an area where they're a little bit impoverished and they don't have the feasibility of funds to be able to get to where they want to get. This is coming from a really, really good place because, as far as I'm concerned, fuck American Idol or Australian Idol or The Voice. So let's build this person up, build them up, and then tear them down. Or let's take those people who weren't good enough, that were a little bit delusional, and ridicule the hell out of them for the sake of our television promos. And I refuse to do that with our show. We're going to do really good things from a good place. So I'm super stoked that we're getting to the next step. I don't want to share.
That's great, man.
Awesome.
Man. Yeah. I've never even seen, was it American Idol? I
refuse to.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad thing. Oh, Cameron just sent me a message right now. He's watching the show. Good kid. He watched the show. So thank
cool.
You so much for the show, you guys. Only on the TV though, so I can't join the chat. Haha.
Hey, Cameron.
Brown up his Instagram now, so that way we can plug him again.
Cameron Brown.
So awesome. He is.
Yeah, Cameron's supposed to come on here.
CammyB1, CammyBee1, CammyB1, 44.3 thousand followers.
Holy crap!
Here's his latest video. Oh, hang on, there's no sound. What's going on there? Why is there no sound? What did? Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, he's talking about his love of Sir guitars. Now, here's a curiosity question, and this isn't sarcasm. This is just curiosity. I'm Australian, so for me to understand Scotsman isn't a problem. But for Americans, I don't know how well you guys can understand Scottish accents. Are they challenging for you or not?
No accent is challenging for me. My grandfather was Yugoslavian, and he had the worst broken English, so I can understand anything.
What part of Yugoslavia was he from, do you know?
Split.
My grandfather was from Yaitse. So Yaitse used to be, when he was born, was Croatian, and now it's Bosnian because the borders all moved because of the wars and stuff.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, so here's Cameron.
Probably talk about guitars. Still blows my mind to say that I'm an endorsed artist for the amazing people at Sir Guitars. I've been obsessed with Sir Guitars ever since I was about 16, 17 years old when I saw Guthrie playing one for the first time. So this one here is my baby. It's a Sir Custom Modern. It's a super versatile guitar. It basically just does everything that you want a guitar to do. So we've got a SSH Plus humbucker here, an ML single coil here, an SSV humbucker here. Got a roasted maple neck, 24 frets, jumbo frets. We've got like a sort of pearl inlay. Black hardware because everybody loves black hardware.
Wow, very cool, man.
Have you guys played many Sir guitars? You think of them?
What?
He said, "Have we
you guys played many Sir guitars?
I have. I've owned several of them.
Dude, that's funny. I was just looking through my phone or something, and I came across two of the a picture of two of your old Sir Strat guitars that you used to have.
Yeah, Sir Classics.
That was like what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
It was a. I had a light blue one and a tomato soup colored one.
Yeah,
I can't get into Sir guitars. I've tried them. I just I can't find my vibe with them.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why I still own them. Yeah.
Hey, they work. This is the great thing about it. Like everybody knows, I'm a Ibanez fanatic, but other people love Gibsons, other people love Fenders, and so on. That's one of the good things about guitars. There's something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to diss Sir. It doesn't work in my hands. Doesn't mean it's a bad company. It just means it doesn't work in my hands.
Yeah, they're certainly not a bad company at all. They're amazing. Their guitars are amazing, but maybe just a little too amazing. Maybe I'm not worthy. Well, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, I am. I think not that I'm a sloppy person or a sloppy player, but I think they're best in like the best of technicians' hands. Can you understand? I mean, I'm more of a Fender guy. It's it's a little sloppier. Fender's a little sloppier. It's a little,
I know what you mean. It's that precisional like thing that it makes you do. So that's why I like Ibanez's, because I can be sloppy and I can be precisional when I can be bothered trying hard enough at the same time.
Yeah, I love my Ibanez's. I love my Music Man guitars, and I certainly love these.
And Cameron sent me a message. Actually, he said to say, hang on, where is it? He said to say, tell Dave I'm jealous of his 5150 guitar. So there you go.
Well, he'll be able to see it, close up when he comes on. And tell him thank you. Or actually, I guess I'm telling him thank you. Thank you.
Exactly. He's watching.
Wow.
Yeah, that 5150 guitar is that's a very special guitar. It really, and not because it bears the name 5150 on it. It just happens to be a really, really good guitar. And I don't know what makes it so good, what makes it better than the rest of these striped ones that I have. But if you put it in your hands, you would say, what's with this one and why don't the other ones have this in it? What's with this one?
Some guitars just have
It's one of those guitars. It's just one of those guitars. It's like, wow, that's, they look exactly the same, but what makes this one so much better?
Yep, totally. I can understand that. Hey, Johnny, I actually, when you guys were talking more about the Lost Gary Sharon video that you found, or the Van Halen 3 era thing, I actually tried calling Gary just to see if I could like surprise you and jump on the show with him, but he didn't answer. But I tried him. At least I tried.
Hit redial.
All right, fuck it. See if he answers. I mean, for all I know, he could be sleeping. He could be playing a show.
Well, it's only 9. It's only 9 o'clock p.m. here. If he's on the East Coast.
Yeah, but he could be out on tour for all I know with Joe Perry or something. He's not answering yet. No answer. Good. I tried.
Wow. Next time.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That was nice of you to try.
Worth a go.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Okay.
Now call Steve Vai.
Who just allowed this guy's comment again? Come on.
What?
This guy keeps commenting like weird things, and somebody keeps allowing them.
Oh, not me.
Too many wrenches in this place, man.
It's not me either. I see it come up, but I haven't allowed any of them. It's your fault. You're giving out too many wrenches.
I know.
Buzik has a wrench. Nerd Halen has a wrench. I can see a few others. You got too many wrenches out there, Johnny. You're throwing your wrenches around like they're no man's business. So, that's right.
Hang on a second, Jason. Steve Carmichael asks a question. What body shape is the 5150? I got a nice piece of 2-inch thick alder, thinking about making one on my channel. Is it the same as any of the red, white, and black stripe series? It really isn't. I mean, the 5150 stripe series guitar is close, but it's a bigger body than the original 5150. The 5150 guitar is a modified Kramer Pacer Special. And what makes it modified is where the jack placement is and the pickup placement and just certain things. But it's if you can find like a 1982 Kramer Pacer Special body or a template of that, that's the one to use. Okay, go ahead, Jason.
I love Alley Cat put in a great comment. Too many wrenches and not enough Indians.
There's only one that I know of in here.
And then who is this? Oh, sorry, my eyes are playing up on me. Shauna Marie sings. Amanda has a wrench and she's dangerous in capital letters. He. I thought it was pretty funny.
She is dangerous with a wrench.
She can fly straight between your eyes. And she has a Superwoman costume too. I found out the other week.
Mm-hmm. What's up with the app? Everybody's using an app. I don't know. Is it on Snapchat? Where everybody, like, if you're a guy, you're like filtering yourself, making yourself look like a girl, and then the opposite.
That's so messed up, dude. I hate that thing.
I don't know why you would want to do that.
Yeah, it's becoming popular over here too. I see on Instagram quite a few really Japanese guys who've decided to do this to themselves, and it's just so disturbing.
So is that.
I was on Facebook. Sorry, Amanda. I was on Facebook and I was scrolling, and I scrolled across her picture, and it was her as a dude, and I was just like, whoa! I was like, oh my gosh. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, yes, there is. There's plenty wrong with it. Let's just be fair here. There's plenty wrong with it.
Steve Carmichael. Yeah, Steve Carmichael. He's a woodworker, and he makes a lot of cool stuff out of wood.
A woodworker makes stuff out of wood? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
that's cool.
Yeah, check out his channel. He's got a lot of cool. That's actually how we met, because I commented on one of his videos, and look, now he's here every day.
Are there any other Australians in this chat? Am I the only person who's from Australia that comes on this show? Or if there's anybody in the chat that's from Australia, I'm curious, because today is election day for Australia.
Did you vote?
You think I've got to get on my bike and ride over? It's 12 kilometers each way. I don't know what that is in gibberish, or miles as you call them. Yeah, I'm going to jump on my push bike and go for a ride.
It's about 26 miles. 12 kilometers is 2.2 miles to a kilometer.
No, that's not correct. I believe it's 1.6. I'm going to look it up. Sorry to correct you, Dave, but I'm going to look it up. How many miles?
Fender Guru is in New Zealand.
12 kms.
Thank you, John.
New Zealand and Australia are two separate countries, Johnny. It's like telling a Canadian that they're American, vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't.
Sorry, mate, but that doesn't work.
Hey, Howards. I think I got to take him out real quick.
Okay.
Real fast.
Hey, Howie.
So how many miles? Oh, yeah, 1.6 kilometers is a mile.
Okay.
Okay,
12,
so a mile.
12 miles is 7 point. That's all right. 7.456 miles. So let's say 7.5 miles.
I may not know my mileage or kilometers. I may not know that, but I sure do know this. I sure do know these things.
But you're not.
That's why I'm on the show. I'm not on my show. I'm not in the show to tell you.
The deals have to know.
What's that?
I said you're not expected to know kilometers because you're not from a country that deals with them. And the only reason I've ever gotten to know miles a little bit is from the times that I've driven around in America.
There you go. I like what he says.
That's the truth. Do they use miles or kilometers in Canada?
I think kilometers.
Okay. I think they also use centimeters for height like we do rather than feet and inches. But England's weird. England uses miles for distance, but they use England uses a hodgepodge of both metric and imperial. It's weird. Never been to the UK.
Neither have I. I'd love to go, but it'd be tough to go when it's not raining.
Well, you get like 3 weeks a year, I think.
Yeah.
Although you're not far from there, right? Like you're just a little jump across the ocean, pretty much.
Well, it's yeah. It's not a pretty quick jump, though. I think it's a 6 to 8 hour ride.
being from the States, and even for me being from Australia, that's kind of not that far. I mean, you know, like if you want to go from New York to LA, that's what, a 4-hour flight or something?
Yep, something like that. Maybe close to 5.
Yeah, so, well, it's almost that same trip, almost.
But I'd rather go to LA.
Oh, well, fair enough. Nice weather.
Yeah, it's always nice. Actually, I'd rather go to San Diego, if anything. San Diego is like 75 and sunny every day, all day.
Oh, there you go. Cameron's trying in here. Ready for this? Scotland gets about 1 week a year of actual summer if we're lucky.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard of the dragon in Scotland. This is quite funny. Where was it? The chat's run too quickly now. Here we go. R2 locking says my friend's name is Miles, but spelled with a Y. It's pretty funny. I don't have any friends named Kilometers, so.
The tenant that's upstairs from me, his name is Miles too.
I have a nephew named Miles too.
There you go.
There's a lot going on. The chat's running quite fast. I can't keep up all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's tough to read it.
I don't like those countries that want to be accurate. I'm with our president if you don't have to be. Yeah, I don't even want to get started on talks about your president in America. It's a little bit out there. Oh, here we go. Tone Bolts is from New South Wales in Australia. So there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So here's a crazy thing. Like our country, it's been roughly 20 years since we've had a single prime minister who has sat their entire term. Like they keep having in-party conflict and kicking out the sitting prime minister in favor of someone else. We haven't had one sit the entire 4-year term for about 20 odd years, roughly.
Wow.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That's crazy.
It's just childish. And so here we are, we're expected, we have to go and vote. It's mandatory in Australia. You are not allowed to not vote if you don't vote. Even living overseas, I have an Australian passport, so I have to track. I mean, I could have done a postal vote, but to be honest with you, I didn't even know the election was coming until this week. So you mandatorily have to vote, and if you don't, you get fined. Which I think is a good thing. I mean, it kind of sucks that we don't really have very good choices, but I think, you know, like especially in America, so many people died just to try and get the right to vote. I don't see why people don't want to. I understand the issue with the fact there's not necessarily what people deem anybody good to vote for, but still you've got the right to have a voice. I just can't help but think that you should use it.
I agree. 7 over 8. Are you going to jump in, or are you just going to sit there in the chat all night?
Please, no politics. Yeah, well, you know. I know it's Jay. I have to vote today, Jay. That's just the way it is, mate. I got no choice. I have to go and do it. As I said, even living overseas. Are those nails yummy, Dave? Because you're good at chewing on them.
I do that when I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah,
Johnny's back now. You're safe.
Don't be nervous. Everything's okay. You want to chew my nails? Mine are too long.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to chew anything of yours.
Long too. That's like I swear to God, I cut my nails like a week and a half ago, and I cut them super short. They grow so fast. Yeah, I can't grow hair. Go figure.
I grow guitars.
Speaking of hair, Johnny, what's the story? You've trimmed down a bit, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
What was the motivation?
You want the real story?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. My wife walks in the room, looks at me one day, and says, "Your beard is crooked." So we go outside. She starts trimming it. Next thing you know, whoops. And so we had to even it out. And 1994 Johnny is back.
There's nothing wrong with it.
How much of a genuine whoops was it, and how much of it wanting to get that hair off your face was it?
I'm shocked. She actually said that she likes this, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked that she actually did this, you know.
Well, Johnny, not for nothing. Anything is better than that thing you had on. Is that you were looking like Grizzly Adams, dude?
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Well,
funny.
Beard. The bigger the beard.
Now you look like the guy from the Smithereens.
Uh huh. Hey, I love that song, man.
I love all their songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that he died.
Yeah, I remember that. Didn't you say you knew him?
Yeah, when I worked at Manny's Music, he would come in almost every day, and we would hang. We would go to lunch. I played what is it? Blood and Roses is the name of the song with him.
I don't know. I just my favorite was A Girl Like You.
Girl Like You, yeah.
That was the one. Yeah, the Smithereens. We're talking about the lead singer.
We would sit there and I would beg him to sing it and I'd play it with him because he was a guitar player also. And we'd sit in the guitar department, in the front room and just play Smithereen songs while he was in it. It was the coolest thing. He was just so down to earth.
We got one genuine question and one really funny comment here. This is great. Blank Palette 2. Johnny wants to join Judas Priest. All he needs is a long leather jacket with studs.
Well,
that's the Beane Halford's got going on these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, huh?
There was a genuine good question here that we can all go to, because I don't know about you guys, but I've played a lot in cover bands over the years. The question was from Jaybird, bird spelled with a Y. What is a good guitar for a cover band?
Stratocaster.
That's a good question.
A Stratocaster with humbuckers with split with push-pull pots.
That's pretty much where I was going to go. See, I was going to go with, and of course I'm going to boast an Ibanez, but like the point is humbuckers with the ability to tap, because in a cover band you need to have it all. You can't just have a Les Paul. Yeah, I'm playing Vernon Reid style. You can't just have a Les Paul. You can't just have a Stratocaster. Like this one here, I go humbucker. I go just single coil. I go inner single coils. I go just single coil and humbucker. Perfect for a cover band. Locking trems are great if you don't need to drop tune, but if you need to drop tune, then you don't want a locking tremolo. Or do what I used to do, genuine true story. My cover band in Melbourne, the last cover band I ever played regularly in, I used to take, you ready for this, 7 to 8 guitars a night and my keyboard.
I used to do that too. When I played 4 or 5 nights a week, I took 5 guitars with me at least.
It's the way to do it, isn't it? And people think you're just trying to show off your guitars. No,
you need them
there's
all.
a certain tone, there's a certain nuance. The volume pot swells differently on different guitars and tunings and everything.
Yes. By the way, Michael James is here, and I want to give him a shout out. Michael, thank you very much. And you know what I'm talking about right there. Thank you very much, Michael.
Hey, give me 1 sec. Guys, take this call. This is my business partner for my TV show. She's just rocking in, and I'm going to run. So, Jay, tag team to you. I got to go, and you're.
Oh, I come in and now you leave.
Well, I got a phone call.
I know.
I got to take it.
Good seeing you, though. I'll
See
see
you
soon.
guys.
All right.
Have a good day.
Bye, Jason.
Bye, everyone in the chat.
There you go.
There.
One of these.
So how's it going, gentlemen?
Well, Dave
Dave
left.
had to split because
Dave's
he's been here.
gone. Wow, man, how was that burger? Let's get down to business.
It was good. I had the, what are they called? The little, I don't get the double patties or anything. I just get the single with a cheeseburger with the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And the bacon was extra crispy, just how I like it.
Whoa.
I got the Cajun fries. They were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And
you probably have to tell them that you want to
Jay,
sing.
and I don't hear Johnny. I gotta go. I gotta come back. See you later.
want me to leave and come back after he gets back, so he has to leave and come back again.
I wish I could leave.
All right, so we're doing a Five Guys review, and then we're doing the Guitar Center review. It's funny. I go to Guitar Center that just opens up, and Johnny's asking Five Guys questions. It's funny.
I wonder. I was just joking there, acting like I was talking, and he just left. One more time.
Okay. All right, that's it. That's it. Right?
I'll do this. Watch this.
He might be gone for the rest of the show. That might be it.
Well,
This.
That was a cool move.
Yeah.
You just lagged out in your hat. It was like.
You guys suck.
Yeah, we were practicing our miming.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, though.
You guys are a bunch of dicks.
So, the Guitar Center, I thought it was going to be bigger than, that's what she said. I thought it was going to be bigger than it was. The most expensive Ibanez was $499. They did have like a $2,600 Les Paul that was, basically Manute Bowl probably could have reached it. But they had a Gem Junior, a white Gem Junior. And some Jacksons, but most of the Ibanez and Jackson stuff, that's like, beginner and a $300-$400 range. A couple drum sets, electronic kits. I didn't see a used section, but maybe that's because they just opened up. I don't know how Guitar Center handles that. Maybe it's like they'll take some stuff from different stores and kind of, send it down.
No, they have to create their own used.
Okay, I didn't know how it worked. So,
well, there was that one PV. Remember that gold PV that I did a couple of videos with?
Yeah,
it had the wrong knob. It had a tiny knob on it. That one made its way from Concord to Dublin, California store.
Wow.
Well, what happened was probably someone bought it online and then didn't like it and returned it to their local store.
But those stores are only like 20 minutes between stores.
Still.
Yes, I think the closest Guitar Center to this one is probably about 3 hours. So I don't, but I got Jeannie they gave out some shirts for free. And of course, they didn't have any larges left. They only had a couple mediums and a buttload of smalls. And the store opened yesterday, so I'm like, come on, they have a table full of free shirts and no larges.
Wow. Any mediums?
There was I saw 2.
Oh man.
So I guess this store is more or less aimed at the intermediate musician. That's how I would kind of look at it, Like we got Ellie a pair of Vic Firth. They're not headphones. They're the ear. What are they called? Like the muffling ones. That kind of just reduces the decibels by like 22 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. They're like the construction worker, the jackhammer, dude.
The pile driver. Those ones.
I've got 2 of those. I wear when we rehearse. I generally, if we're gonna be loud, that's what I wear those.
Mm-hmm.
And
they make the drum sound. They make drums, especially the toms. The toms sound awesome when you have those things on.
Mm-hmm. When I saw Van Halen in 2012, when they did the indoors, I saw them in Oakland indoors. I had earplugs and those muffs. I was like this the entire show.
Jesus.
Yeah,
because I figure actually Jeannie was the one that mentioned maybe we should get Ellie these because we went to last weekend on Main Street in North Myrtle Beach. They had a band playing who was actually pretty damn good. They're playing a lot of 80s stuff. Like they played Madonna. The guitarist during his guitar solo, he went from Eruption to the national anthem. And they were really, really good. They had a keyboard player who busted out the keytar for a couple songs. The bass player was playing a white Steinberger.
Wow.
They were really, really good.
He was wearing a trench coat.
So anyway, we couldn't get that close to the stage because, it was kind of loud. It was outside and everything, but I was thinking like, how great would it have been to have those headphones for Ellie then? So, and then with 4th of July coming up and crap like that, I think it's a good thing to have. But
those shows are generally pretty loud because they're up on a stage that's like, this tall, and the speakers are like head level facing you,
Yeah, so we stayed pretty far back. So,
wow.
But yeah, the burger was good.
Yeah, they've good burgers. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the good burger.
The Good Burger. So, anything else happen? Was there any topic for tonight that you guys have touched on?
It's mainly been announcements and then snoring, and
by who?
I think Dave burped a few times
and farted.
Oh. 52 thumbs ups.
At least I'm not crunching today.
Let me drop a thumb right here. Look behind my light. There we go. I got it.
Awesome. Let's see if we can get what it was. 48 more thumbs, maybe.
So on the way home from Five Guys and Guitar Center, we threw on the old. What year did this album come out? 91. Damn. I thought it was 92 or 93, but remember this record?
Can't see.
How about now?
Yeah. Spin Doctors.
In my opinion, arguably the best recorded snare drum in rock history is this album, man. God, snare drum sounds so good.
It's a very New York sound, New York City sound.
Damn, August 27th, 1991. Great album.
August 27th?
Yeah.
I saw Van Halen in Kansas City, like August 27th of 91 or something.
That's the anniversary of Stevie Ray Vaughan's death.
Wow.
Man.
August of that year was huge. The Black Album from Metallica came out in August of 91. Didn't Pearl Jam 10 come out in August of 91? Like, there's like 3 or 4 albums that came out within a 2-month span in 1991 that are like, millions and millions of copies sold of just like 3 or 4 albums that came out within a month and a half, span.
That was a big year. That was a big summer. Yeah, Amanda. That was a big year for music, not just rock. Yeah, there was rock, for rock albums, for grunge, the grunge stuff, pop, everything. 91 was definitely a good year for music. And then, just watch the 1992 Video Music Awards, MTV. Yep. Watch that. Everything on there is and Van Halen got Video of the Year. Yep. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. John BL says.
Didn't No More Tears from Ozzy come out that year as well? Maybe. I think 91 like as far as SoundScan goes, like the most records sold in any year. I think I remember hearing something like that not too long ago. But that's when everything started to change. And I know that's when kind of grunge started to really catch fire. But that's when things started, like hip hop started to kind of take a hold as well, as far as pop music.
Mm-hmm. Yo MTV Raps.
Yo MTV Raps, yep.
Horrible.
Was it Fab Five Freddy?
Fab Five Freddy, that's right, man. And then there was the other 2 dudes. What were their names? Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Those guys. They made the cop movies that one time with Dennis Leary.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a funny movie.
That's back when rap music was harmless.
Well,
it really wasn't harmless.
I like some of that older, like NWA and stuff, like some of that early gangster rap. I actually enjoy some of that stuff, but it was more fun. It feels like nowadays it's brainless stuff. It really is modern day hip hop and stuff.
When I was driving home down Soquel Avenue in SoCal, California, the car in front of me was blasting rap, and the car next to me was blasting rap. And when they got together, yeah, they were both nodding at each other, like, yeah, to each other's rap song, and it was two different songs.
If they were both blasting rap, would have been brap. Blap.
Maybe.
Blap.
Maybe. But they were checking out each other's rap song.
Well, Jeannie, are you in the chat right now? Because when we actually were eating outside at well, you guys saw it, Five Guys.
We saw it.
Somebody cruised by with Funky Town blasting.
Oh, awesome.
I'm like, that's one of those songs where like you might have it blasting in your car, but once you get to that red light, you're turning it down,
No, that's a good one, man. Yeah, it looked really nice, man. I'm gonna watch this back later, but yeah, it looked really nice there. You guys sitting there with the sunset and everything.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, you guys have that in where you are. How far are you away from the ocean?
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you guys have the nice sunsets and everything.
But it gets really cold. It's
here.
really cold here at night.
Well, that's right. John BL, Attack of the Killer Bees came out from Anthrax. That's when they did that song with Public Enemy. Roll the Bones in 91. You sure? Or was that 90? Maybe it was 91. Wow. I thought that was 90. Well, whatever.
I don't know, but yeah, 91 was a good year for music. To me, 90 kind of stank.
Stank.
Hoobastank.
Remember them? Hoobastank.
Was that the what was the song? Shalila? Was that it? Is that a name? That wasn't Hoobastank, was it? Elvira? What was the song?
Elvira.
What was Elvira? How come you don't have her cut out back there?
I should. I really should.
And
then get like the bicycle horn sound effect. Whatever the hell. I don't know.
Yeah. Man, the 90s. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That's insane.
I guess I could, instead of typing it, hey, Quentin James. Instead of me typing it for 5 minutes. So you saw Van Halen in 91. I didn't see him until 93. That was my first concert. And Dave, you saw what the fair... I know we've gone over this a bunch of times.
Every tour since 81.
Yeah. Empire 91 as well? Man. Jesus. That's some year for rock music.
Yeah, MTV was awesome in 91. One of the last years. Yeah, so you saw Van Halen in 93? That was, to me, that was their best tour. As far as the ones that I saw anyway. There was something really cool, really special about the 93 Van Halen tour.
I just,
well, I'll tell you what it was. Two things that come to my mind is, of course, Unchained after Eddie's solo, and during Eddie's solo, he plays the beginning riff to Mean Streets in his solo. You know, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was all 93.
They played Rockin' in a Free World.
Yeah.
That was fun. I just remember, like, on stage, it just looked like they were just having a blast. And then when I went back and watched it again, because it's that exact show that I went to is on YouTube, and man, it's good, man. They were good.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie in his shorts, you know, his jams shorts or whatever the hell they were.
Jams, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy in his spandex.
With no junk showing.
Yeah, the what show was on? The OU812 tour from Japan was on, and
I know what you're
the
getting
first
at.
time I put it on and Jeannie saw it, she's like, "What the hell? What the hell did she say about his pants? Something about what the hell is he wearing?" And then she said, like, "I want those" or something. Like, well, I'd rather see you in them, Jeannie, than Sammy. But
well, you know, seeing them on Sammy is like seeing a female on them wearing them.
And then when I said, "Well, look at Michael Anthony, what he's wearing with the Mickey Mouse get up."
Look, Mike Anthony looked the best in '91 when he wore the black shirt with the white polka dots on it. It was really long. He looked good.
Mm.
But normally he dresses like a moron.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I like Michael Anthony in like the 84 and 86 range with like the, you know, the short beard. That's when I thought he looked coolest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was. Oh, excuse me. I was shocked when MTV announced the Cabo Wabo contest to go to Cabo, and there was a commercial with them on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I've seen it. And Eddie's playing Ovation guitar.
No, it's the one where they're like, what was it? I've got it on Instagram. But anyway, Michael Anthony is clean shaven in that, and I was like, whoa, you know, because that was the first time I'd ever seen him without anything, you know.
We're such dorks. Oh, he looked the coolest when he had this and he wore this. It's like, oh my God, listen to him.
That mullet was so cool.
Yeah. His mullet was on fire during the balance tour, man. Jesus. It's like he got Eddie starting to wear like the ripped jeans and the flannel stuff, cut his hair. And you got Michael Anthony with the full-on, the blown-out mullet.
I've got that commercial on my Instagram. I posted it like, I don't know, 5 years ago. If I can scroll back far enough, I can see it.
What was the last song that you guys like dug as far as carnal knowledge? Because people are bringing up Pleasure Dome right now in the chat. Frank Seidler mentioned they played Pleasure Dome. Well, that led into Alex's drum solo.
What was that?
How's it go? Shit. Yeah, man. I forgot how it goes. How's it go? Shit. I don't remember.
Oh,
that song.
That was the last one that grew on you?
Yeah, I like that song.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying out of like the whole album, when you listen to it.
You never said.
Oh, I didn't say that? I'm sorry.
You didn't say.
Oh, I got. Anyway, Pleasure Dome is the song to me that at first, for a while, I was like, this is kind of like, what is going on here? It didn't feel like a song, you know what I mean? And then years went by, and I remember just listening to it again and just saying, like, this is super cool. And then obviously before the drum solo from the video, from the DVD or Laserdisc that I had, it kind of made me appreciate the song more. And now I listen to it, I'm like, this song is great, man.
Two of the songs when that album came out, actually before it came out, I remember listening to them on the radio. They're doing a live from 5150 album premiere thing, and the very last song they played that night, from the album, and like I said, this is before the record was released, was A Man on a Mission? I think it was that one. And I remember that was the very first time I wasn't really into a Van Halen song. Like, I heard it and I'm like, I don't know, but a few years ago, somebody won or bought, I've told you guys this, a DAT tape from Andy Johns, and it has a couple tracks on it from the Right Here Right Now sessions, for the live record, and it has an instrumental version of Man on a Mission without the vocals. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, wow, this is really good. It made me really like the song more than I've ever liked it in the past, how long's it been? Almost 30 years or whatever.
So basically, when you heard it in a different way, it made you appreciate it. Like, oh, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, there was no vocals. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Yeah, maybe just don't like any vocals on that song.
But it sounded cool. It sounded cool, and it's funny because I forget, it's Man on a Mission and In and Out. These are the two songs that were on that DAT, and on one of them, Sammy's singing, and then at the end of the track, you hear them stop the music, and Sammy is still talking. So it was obvious that it was re-recorded. And, and at the end of the track, Sammy's like, "Okay, I'm out of here."
Did he sound pissed or just I'm out of here?
He's just like, "All right, I'm out of here." Yeah, at the end of the song. I'm gonna have to find that.
Wow. I wonder if the band was pissed that got out.
I don't know. It was one of Andy Johns. It was one of his DAT tapes that somebody somehow got. Maybe he bought it or it was auctioned or something. And it's too bad because Andy Johns has since passed away, and the guy that won or bought the tape has since passed away as well.
Oh.
He was a Facebook friend of mine. But okay, I'm scrolling back to see if I can find that Cabo Wabo commercial.
Well, G. Butchnoff is talking about, he said he wants the Yamaha THR 10X, and I said, you got to get one, man. They sound killer.
Even Joe Wentz has one of those.
Oh yeah,
and he's playing it. He uses his.
Yep. Man, my hands kill me today.
Yeah, Blank Palette. Sammy is still talking. I know, man. I've always, ever since everything has happened with that, I've always given Sammy the benefit of the doubt, and I've pretty much been on his side with most of the stuff. But now it's getting to that point where I'm like, he's like, he's always talking about is wanting to be friends with those guys again. But then he'll bring up another story of like when Eddie was having, his dark period or whatever Sammy calls it. And he'll bring up another story about something that happened. And it's like, come on, man.
It was on what's the bicycle guy that was on drugs. Yeah. I heard I didn't hear it. I heard about it.
I watched it today. And yeah, it's kind of like, Sammy, if you really want to patch things up with those guys, stop digging up, it's almost like you dated some girl for a while. You guys broke up because bad stuff happened. And then you want to get back with them, but then you keep bringing up terrible things that happen. It's like, it's not going to work. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, 57 thumbs ups.
See, all that proves with Sammy is that he just really doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care.
I think he does care. I just think he can't.
If he cared, he wouldn't bring up that old stuff. He wouldn't bring up the bad. He should leave it alone.
No, he should. I 100% agree. I just don't think he can. I think he just has to, he has to say it. He just can't help himself. And speaking of Lance Armstrong, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast a couple months ago, and they were talking about with Lance Armstrong, with the whole doping thing. And, I don't want to get off music here, but just real quick while we brought up Lance Armstrong. And they were saying how, usually if somebody cheats and they have to give the, trophy or, you give it to the guy that came in second place. Well, they couldn't do that. What the hell was it? In order to give it to somebody that didn't test positive or whatever the hell it was for that doping thing that they were doing, the guy that came in 18th place was the first one of that one race that Lance Armstrong got caught cheating. 18th place. So that just shows you how tainted those sports are, especially bicycling. But anyway, that's my rant on that. Johnny, you still looking?
Yeah. You ever go back like 4 years on your Instagram and just look at all the pictures and you're like, wow. Like, here's a picture right here I posted. You know how every people from time to time on Facebook, someone will post the picture of Eddie playing the striped cello, and everybody's like, "Wow, that's a cool picture." Have you guys ever seen that one? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's photoshopped. And here's, when's this from? I posted this September 11th, 2014. There's the Photoshop picture, and there's the actual picture.
It's actually a good job. If you didn't say that was photoshopped right now, it took me a minute to realize, like, when you see his bangs, they're the exact same. If they lightened up his face.
I know. Speaking of bangs, here's the time when Howie was wearing a wig.
Oh,
right there.
What's the date on that one?
That's August 26, 2014. Let's see. I gotta be getting closer.
Janice says, I wish that you didn't have to post a picture on Instagram to have a post there. I almost disagree. I use Instagram more now than any other social media platform because it's all pictures, because I feel like Facebook and Twitter have become too political. And I just don't feel like reading political posts all day from people that I know. So it's kind of refreshing to get away from that stuff and just see pictures of and videos of music and sports stuff and butt cheeks and stuff. And not Brendan butt cheeks. I'm talking real butt cheeks.
Like these. Oh gosh. I used to post a lot of crazy stuff.
And you get people stealing pictures of Dave's wall and posting it on their Instagram page as their own, which is just insane.
Mm-hmm. Dave, I see your pictures all the time. I saw somebody else posted somewhere a picture of your guitars from like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they didn't say it was theirs. They're just like, I think that they thought that was actually Eddie's like guitar rack, like your rack on the side there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Most people do. You know, that guitar rack is in a video on someone made some Hispanic video on Van Halen.
Whose guitar rack?
Facts of Van Halen. I don't. It's like an archive thing.
Your guitar rack?
Yeah, with all my Van Halen guitars in it. Yeah. Someone made a video and put that picture, put a picture of my guitar rack in it, thinking it was Eddie's.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Look at this, you guys. Here's a picture of me from it says 1990. This is embarrassing. There's me in 1990 with that red Kramer you guys all know. And look at the huge Van Halen tapestry on the side there.
Tapestry?
Or tapestry.
Is that Zipkin?
That's me.
I know.
Look at that.
Is that another shirt on the headstock of your guitar?
That's a scarf.
I think it's a scarf. Yeah.
That's a scarf. My drummer at the time, I think he took the picture and he threw the scarf up and stuck it on there. Okay. All right. I'm almost there.
G. Butchnoff says, from what I saw, I don't blame Sammy at all. I'm not saying I blame him for what happened. I'm just saying if he really wants to become friends with those guys again, then he needs to stop, talking about bad things that have happened in the past. That's all I'm saying. And Vistalite 1972 said, Sammy said on the Howard Stern show that he just wanted to be friends. That's all, nothing even music related. He reached out to Eddie and nothing. He said Alex talked to him for about 15 minutes. I don't think that happened. I think he said he emailed, texted, and called and left a voicemail on Alex's phone, and he never heard anything. So, but it all goes through Eddie, man. If Eddie wants to talk to Sammy, then Alex will talk to him. But he's going to stick by his brother.
Wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Tessie Switch. I think we're going to see Tessie Switch a week from tonight.
Hey, Tessie.
Oh, I'm not going to be there.
What?
Nope. I'm going to be traveling to Boston.
Oh, you going to Rob's?
Yeah.
So should you want to post? We'll do it do it a different night then?
That would be awesome.
Okay. $1 million. Every time you do that, I think of Dr. Evil.
I'm trying to get this piece of skin off the side of my finger that's just bothering me.
Oh. Okay. I don't think this is the commercial I was talking about, or this is one of them. This is one of them. There's no. I can't get the sound, but here's Michael Anthony.
Wait, show that again?
You missed it. You missed it. This was the commercial, the MTV commercial, and there's Mike without the beard. Right there. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that one.
No, I remember seeing it. I
saw the other one. I saw the other one when Eddie was playing an Ovation guitar and they were singing.
That one? Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Dang. Oh, hey. 84 people watching. Man, look at my light. Man, I've been on Instagram for years.
Before it even became a thing.
For years.
When was your first post?
I don't know. I'll look. Here's me and Albert Lee. Right there. My first post? I don't know if I can scroll back that far. Does it say? Is there a way to... What was that?
I don't know, man. Speaking of Michael Anthony, I made this post and tagged him in it. That's when he has the guitar pick on his head.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of Summer Nights, and I tagged him in it and said, hey, at Mad Anthony Bassman, I think this would make a great t-shirt. And one comment, and not by Michael Anthony.
Is that when he blocked you too?
It wouldn't surprise me. Let's see if we block me. No.
Oh wow, here's a picture of my first 2 guitar heroes. Can you guys guess who they are? In the chat.
David Nesdall.
In the chat. Who do you think are my first 2 guitar heroes when I first started playing? I just found a picture with both of them together.
My first Instagram post is a video of me filming Jeannie and ripping one.
I remember that.
Yep.
That's your first.
That's my first.
I remember
Instagram
that.
post is me farting. And then here's a picture of me when I became an alcoholic. And those are all bottles of Sammy's Beach Bar rum. Just crushed them. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm joking.
So you're gonna show those pictures, Johnny, or what?
Or what? All right, here you go. Here's my first 2 guitar heroes together. There they are.
What a butthead.
Awesome,
you serious
huh?
with the Michael J. Fox thing?
Yeah. Dude, Back to the Future, man. The Pinheads. Hey, that was when I wanted an Ibanez guitar. That was when I wanted to, you know.
And that's it. Just then.
Because that's what he played, an Ibanez. Oh, look at this guitar pick. This guitar company years ago sent me a bunch of pics, and apparently I posted a picture of one of them. Man, I could do this all day.
Let's see when Dave's first Instagram post was.
I don't know if I
for Instagram on Instagram. What an idiot I am.
I don't know if I can scroll back far enough. I'm thinking I first started posting on Instagram, I want to say in probably 2011.
Jesus, I didn't even know it was a thing.
That's 2011 or 2012 is when I first got on there.
Dave, when do you think your first post was? And do you know what your first picture was of?
2009.
What? On Instagram?
Oh, Instagram, not Twitter. I don't know. I really don't know.
From July 10th, 2018.
And it was a picture of some stupid guitar, right?
No, it's a picture of you and something else you play.
Uh-oh.
Someone else you play.
Oh, me and okay.
You and your beautiful fiance.
Thank you.
But that was the account I told you to create. Remember, you had an account before that.
Yeah.
So there is another David Nesdall account out there that he didn't remember the password for.
Oh, really? So you had pictures before that?
Probably not.
Yeah, but yeah, don't look at those.
So is this isn't the picture you were talking about that somebody used for a movie? Is it the other one where it just has the?
It's just all the Van Halens.
It was from the other side of that, but the rack is all the Van Halen guitars.
It's not this one either. These are the only 2 I think that he has with the rack.
Yeah, but
that's awesome.
I'd have to find it.
Do you still have all of those?
I have most of them.
Man. You still have that polka dot guitar?
Yep.
We're all just looking at our phones.
Yeah, I know. Who wants to watch the show and watch
everybody's
us?
watching?
watch Instagram.
Well, they're all probably doing the same thing.
Yeah, what was my first post?
Johnny started it.
He did. And once you go down this rabbit hole, bro, It's hard to get out of it. That's why it took me so long to get on the show, because I'm in the bathroom and I just found myself watching you guys sitting there instead. And then when you said, "Hey, why don't you get up?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I should get off the toilet here."
Oh, here's a goatee. Apparently, I had a goatee in the year 2000.
In the year
right there. There's me in 2000. I look like a ghost, but I got the goatee. Oh, come on. Oh, that's scary.
Thumbnail.
Yeah. There I am. 2000.
Huh.
Guitar pick and everything. I'm still scrolling. Right now I'm in the year 2013.
Jeannie said, "What a bunch of nerds." Hey, Jeannie, speaking of this guy back here wearing the Rat Salad t-shirt, I heard that he's going to be the new Batman. Robert Pattinson is going to be the new Batman.
Wow.
And
So
I don't know
you guys are going, huh?
Well, Jeannie will want to go.
Wow.
I mean, it can't get much worse than Affleck, whatever the hell his name was.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm. Can't get much worse than that.
I never saw him.
All right, I'm not on my phone, so I'll.
I'm trying to scroll to my very first post.
Bozique said you looked like Christian Slater with that pic. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I've got so many pictures. Oh wow, now I'm into 2012. Here's a mirrored selfie in the year 2012. Looking really happy.
Promote that. Yeah, that beard, the way you have it shaped, looks like a 24/7 frown.
Here's a picture of me from 1992. There's me in 1992 right there.
That's a good thing you wear glasses.
I know, that's me without the glasses. Oh, and here's me with the glasses in 2012.
Hey, those used to be in style, man.
Yeah, we were in John Bullware. Are you still in here? This is in Alameda, California. At that every month they got this huge freaking what do you call it in Alameda? Not yard sale, garage sale.
Flea market.
Yeah, flea market. And there was a stand that had all these different glasses, and I put those on. Crap.
Blank Palette says he is going to be the new Batman, and no one has been bad in the suit. You go to see all the toys and suit and cars, so they're basically all the same. Yeah, I kind of understand your argument. And it's weird. Like, you don't have to. Sometimes that character is best played even keel and not showing too much emotion. So, hey, he might do a good job. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm. I probably won't go because I'm just not really into any of that stuff.
Me neither.
What?
You guys saw the one with Michael Keaton, though, right? The original?
I saw it on cable.
Where Prince did the soundtrack?
Bat Dance?
Yeah, I saw that one in the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. The second one was super corny with Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Howie wants to go out.
Huh?
Howie wants to go out.
Oh.
So, Dave, how many levels of Guitar Center stores are there?
3.
Okay. So I definitely have the what are they, A, B, and C? How do they classify them?
I'm not sure. Just there's, I guess, A, B, and C. A stores being, having the most of the expensive gear. Like you'll see, they'll have a platinum room with all the great gear. Like the Manhattan store is ridiculous. It's great. It's huge. It has everything that you would think, and it has Friedman guitars in it. I've never seen a Friedman guitar on Long Island.
Have you been to the Queens Guitar Center?
Yes, it's small.
Wow. Because that's the one I guess at the New York City ones. That's the one I probably went to the most. Was the Queens one.
Okay, what was that?
That was what you thought it was.
Yuck. Okay, I got to the end.
Relax. Jay just farted on his phone. Relax. God, you didn't say shit about him.
I got the end of my Instagram. My very first post was March 5th, 2011.
Now, when did Instagram start? That's what I'd like to know. When did the app actually launch? Because I bet you, knowing you were on it. You had like the first post ever.
There's another picture from the year 2000. Right there.
You look like Jason.
Right. Come on. There we go.
You were kind of svelte back then.
You look older then.
Here's a picture from 2009 in the dressing room of H&M.
Yeah. You look like you should be in Duran Duran there.
I should have been. And then I'll do one more.
You'd have more people watching if you were in Duran Duran. Thrash Metal says October 6, 2010 was I'm assuming. Amanda Coombs says March 6, 2011. Are you people just saying when your first post was? Or? Thrash Metal, what date is that from? And Amanda, what date is that?
Yeah, and leave a thumbs up.
2, if you could.
A couple of them.
And Janice just posted a video to Instagram. So when you get off of this show tonight, check out Janice's Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And here's a picture of me jamming in Oakland back in February of 2012. Right there with the GMW. That's me. See, look, and I'm wearing those muffs. I told you about those ear muffs. Yeah, look, I'm wearing them. And the guy right behind me actually used to work for Guitar Player magazine. He's a good friend of mine.
And then the guy behind him is like, "Hey, I'm talking to you."
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine too. Mm-hmm. He goes over to Jason Becker's house all the time, and they watch football games together. All right. I'm saying Johnny probably posted the day before it even began. Amanda says. Amanda, I saw your latest post on Facebook. What is that, Snapchat? I should probably do one of those, huh? I just have to shave and I look like a girl. All right. You gotta go out? Okay, he's gonna go out. All right, David Nesdahl, you're in charge.
Okay. Very well then.
What do you think about Zeke's comment, Dave, about
I didn't read
Guitar Center? He said, speaking of Guitar Center, I saw a business publication online the other day talking about struggling companies likely going out of business in 2019. Guitar Center made the list.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they have $bazillion worth of gear that isn't being bought because everyone buys online.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't surprise me.
But then they open up a store in Myrtle Beach. It's weird. Because
Yeah,
I thought
it'll be a write-off. It'll be a write-off.
I mean, at this point, maybe they do what? Maybe they keep a couple of the, well, not a couple, you know what I mean? Like obviously the stores that are doing a buttload of business, and just continue with the online and close the smaller stores that don't do much business.
It'd be the right thing to do. Yeah, I got out at the right time. I got out in 2008. Guitar Center was just starting to go downhill back then.
Yeah, I do the majority. Go ahead.
Funny thing is, like, if you like, I still keep in touch with some of the guys in the stores, and it's funny how the stores keep saying that they're in the black, and they keep hitting their goals. Everyone's hitting their goals and crushing their goals. I don't see it. Someone's lying to someone somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the majority of gear that I buy is I still have a guy that works at Alto Music in Middletown that I call up.
I've been there.
And then if they don't have something, I'll call up Sweetwater. But I don't. The last thing, well, obviously today I bought Ellie we bought Ellie like a thing of bongos.
Yeah, but that's not a major item.
No, I know. I'm just saying I can't. The last thing I bought from Guitar Center might have been 2010. I think I had to get. We were in the city and we had to get drum heads and drumsticks. We were recording, but I mean that's,
Yeah. Well, quite honestly, the last two guitars I bought were from Guitar Center. Both the Music Man Lukes were from Guitar Center.
And Rob didn't he get his new red PV from?
No, that's not from Guitar Center. No.
Oh, okay. From
a small store here on the island.
But do you know somebody that works at that Guitar Center?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
I know a few guys that used to work for me when I was there that are still there, and I get hooked up. So
yeah. So who do you think is the leader as far as online music gear sales? Is it Sweetwater?
Are we just talking guitars or in general?
I don't know. Who would you think it is as far as guitars?
I would say either Wildwood Guitars or the Music Zoo.
Music Zoo, I could see. I've never heard of Wildwood Guitars.
Wildwood Guitars is like the Music Zoo. They have ridiculous high-end guitars, and it's their one after another after another. Go on Wildwood Guitars' website and check their stock. They have pictures of everything. It's crazy.
Rob Tessie Switch says Sweetwater is doing more business than anybody online. But that's the thing. Is it just, if you're talking about just guitars, I wonder how I mean, I'm sure they do great because the majority of the professional audio engineers that I know, but that's audio engineering. Those guys do most of their shopping from Sweetwater. But I just didn't know as far as guitars and drums if every place is different. Nothing.
What Mad Dog said? Hey, come on,
Amanda.
He's just being himself.
Mad Dog. But hey, Mad Dog, can you do this? Here's a picture of me from April 2012. Can you do that?
Look how perfect both sides were the same, man. Yeah. So where everybody in the chat, say what online company, or if you don't buy online, you actually go to a brick and mortar music store. Let us know where you go.
Yeah, and subscribe and leave a thumbs up,
and send us some stuff.
Yes,
one for me, one for you.
We like stuff. May of 2012, I found this really cool orange jacket at Target.
Look at this jacket, but the whole picture is your face.
I know.
It's like you see these girls on like Twitter and stuff. Look, I got my hair done, and it's like the tippy top of their head and all jugs, and it's like,
Man, I'm blurry. One more picture. Here's the guitar that I sold to Trey Cool back in 1995-6. That I sold him that guitar, and they used it for a photo shoot in the bathtub. Very cool. All right, no more Instagram. No more.
People were saying Sweetwater, musician's friend, AMS. So all you Sweetwater people, do any of you have Jeff Law as your sales rep there? Or as his voicemail box says, Jeff Law. That's what it does when you get his voicemail. It's so funny.
Listen to this sound. Speaking of jugs, I'm drinking water out of this. Can you hear this?
Yeah, it's empty.
It's making this crazy sound. Like right there.
Housekeeping? Enough pillow? All right. Well, the thing I know Tessie Switch says, I'd rather help local store making money than help executives of huge corporations make more money. It's more meaningful to a small store. I 100% agree with that. The only thing is I hate leaving the house. And two, well, there's a couple different reasons, but I feel like when I call, especially Alto, or if I call Sweetwater, I know that the person I'm talking to on the phone either A, knows exactly what they're talking about, or B, if they don't, will put me on the phone with somebody that knows, and they'll get me the right information. I feel like the employees at some of these stores, especially like Guitar Center or whatever, some of these guys don't really know what the hell's going on.
I agree to an extent. With me, it's not about the store. I go where the good guitars are.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a store that I don't like, but they have the guitar I want, I'm going there. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's because I want to get what I want to get.
But also, you know exactly what you're looking for. They're going to be asking you questions about it. You know?
Probably. Yeah. Because once I buy that guitar, I don't care about that store anymore. It's not about the store. It's about getting what I got.
Mm-hmm. And when you leave, you're like, see you later, suckers.
Sometimes.
As he's walking out the door, close it behind him real quick, leaves him with one,
Right before he shuts the door.
Yeah. And then locks it, puts a broom handle so no one can get out.
It's more like this. I can't believe they paid that much for the shit I just gave them.
Oh.
And just left them.
Actually, that's not true. All my stuff is good. When I make a trade, I've got good gear to trade.
Mm-hmm. Do you put brand new strings on it first?
I will clean it up, but I don't put brand new strings on.
Was that a no or a burp?
It's a no.
It was like,
no, I didn't burp.
John. Oh,
that was a yawn. Because
is it time to go?
Ever since I had that burger,
it is time to go.
I'm tired, man.
That burger. Oh man.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely time to go.
I had two slices of pizza from Whole Foods. They're doing the Amazon Prime 2 for $5 for the month of May. So I got two slices of pizza over there, and I got home, and we were about to go on, and I'm telling Nesdal, I'm like, oh, I don't feel good at all. It was horrible.
Were they good slices?
They're pretty good. Pretty good.
But it's not like you're expecting New York style or not even New York style, but anything good.
No, it's because they're pretty big slices. They're 2 for $5. It's I hadn't eaten anything at all today until then, so it was good for that. But
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
No, that wasn't a fart. That was my arm.
Uh-huh.
That I swear to God, that was the chair arm. That
Yeah,
Well,
but
at this point, I agree with you because you admit when you rip one anyway. So, you know, I have no reason to not believe you.
I'll tell you when I rip it.
So anyway, thanks to Guitar Center for not having any larges. I had to get Jeannie a shirt. So, but I'm sure they'd rather have her wearing this than me anyway. So,
Wouldn't you rather have her wearing it than you?
of course.
All right then. So what are you worried about?
Well, I still like wearing shirts. I like free shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a free shirt. Somebody sent this to me.
Aren't you supposed to
I
remember?
bet you don't know who.
I know. I really don't. If you're watching this,
Thank you.
thank you, but yeah, let me know who you were because I don't remember.
And then send Dave and me one as well, so we can forget who sent it to.
Awesome, Janice. Your photo collection. Yeah. Yes. Actually, before we go, a couple things. Actually, several. Many different things. One, post a link to your Instagram in the chat there.
Are you allowed to?
Yeah. Well, no, not the link, but the username.
I think I'm just J7/8, right?
I don't even know which one mine is.
All right. That's me. Oh, that reminds me. I should have posted my other one.
That's me.
I'm almost up to 3,000 followers on the EVH Gear Live Instagram. I should have posted that one as well.
Tessie said I might want to do a live unboxing on Tuesday night. If it comes on Tuesday, I'll definitely do a live unboxing.
Tuesday, we've got 2 special guests.
Yeah, please, we got to talk about that.
This Tuesday, we got Hal Sparks and Caleb Rapoport from Nerd Halen. They'll be stopping by. It's going to be a most excellent show. So everybody, you got to tune in. You got to tune in.
Oh, it just tagged myself on this.
Yeah. Well, it tags yourself, but that's still your username.
No, but did it put a space there? Maybe not. Let's see if it does it again. It does.
Okay.
Who has the best used guitar online? I guess inventory. Would it be Guitar Center?
Probably. Well, it's not the best.
Because they can get them from their stores, right?
It's the most. I wouldn't say it's the best.
What? Guitar Center?
Their used gear.
Is that what you said? You can find some cool stuff there, but it's like they don't even clean the guitars up.
Ugh.
It's like a lot of those. Sorry, you guys, but a lot of those videos that I do from the Platinum Room, and I'm playing the guitar. Dave, remember that one time I did a video with a PV Wolfgang special, the Korea one?
Yeah.
And I'm playing it, and after I got done, the strings were so rusted. I was actually afraid of cutting my fingers open while shooting that video.
Handing out tetanus shots at the front counter.
Yeah. 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 They don't clean the guitars at all. The used guitars, you know.
It's unfortunate, and I'll tell you the reason why. And it's not necessarily the right thing, but Guitar Center employees work on commission. If they're not selling, they're not making money, and they're not surviving. So for them to clean a guitar or set up a guitar, it takes them off the floor, the selling floor, and someone else is going to get a sale that they may have had.
Mm-hmm.
And I It's good and it's bad. It's good because it generates revenue for the store because everyone wants to make a sale. They're hungry to make sales, but at the same time, no one wants to do any of the grunt work because they're not making money if they're doing that. So what I think Guitar Center should do is they should have 1 or 2 people that all they do is tune and set up guitars all day for the store. And they should get paid a salary for that. And then they have salesmen that sell them.
Mm-hmm.
But Guitar Center, you are too stupid to think of that. You make bazillions of dollars. You can hire a couple people for each store. And if it's a slow store, hire 1 person.
Yep.
Give them a little bit more than minimum wage and have him set up guitars. He'll love to do it, or she'll love to do it, because they'll have guitars in their hands all day. They'll wind up being able to play them while they set them up, and they'll have a great time. They'll be making money doing it, and your sales staff will be much more happy.
Yeah, and on the other side of that coin is like if you're a salesman and you don't want to come off the floor to set a guitar up or even change the strings, now you're selling guitars that aren't set up.
And you're lying to customers about it.
Mm-hmm. And that's a huge thing. I mean, imagine going to a store and, oh, look at that guitar up there, man. They have a used Universe. I'm just, throwing one out there. And you pick it up and it's just set up like a pile of dog crap. The strings are disgusting. It's dirty. Like instantly you're like, I don't want that. But all it would take is a little TLC, set it up a little bit, change the strings, and next thing you know,
at least change the strings.
Mm-hmm.
That's the least they could do, is put brand new strings on it. Because like I said, I've gone in there. There's been used guitars. I don't even want to touch them because the strings are so gross. They're grosser than mine.
Yeah.
Tessie Switch says, but Dave, it takes money out of the executive's pocket. It would cost $1 million a year for them to hire people to clean guitars. This is a company, Guitar Center is a company that's supposed to be all about the customer. The customer is always right, even when they're wrong. And everything is for the customer. If you don't, it's all about customer service. It's a double standard, and it's bullshit. Either be about customer service or be about pinching money.
Well, nowadays, most of these companies are just about the bottom line, and they see if we might sell a few more guitars, but then we're going to have to pay somebody to do this, and they don't care. These guys that are in charge of these companies, whether they have board members or investors, they're not guitar players. They don't care. All they see is that bottom line. But it sucks. And even you go to a store and you look at a new guitar, and it's set up like a pile of crap. Who wants to buy it?
Mm-hmm. So many of the new guitars there are just trashed.
Right. Well, again, Tessie Switch, I understand where you're going, what you're saying. And I worked for them for 10 years. I worked for that company for 10 years at every level in a store, at every level in store level, other than store manager. I went up to sales manager. And if you ask me, it's good to spend some money on that stuff, because you'll be selling more guitars in the long run. I'm tired of the mucky mucks putting everything on the salesperson, putting blame on the salesperson when they're not making sales. It got to the point where they were blaming, if a customer just said, I'm just here looking or browsing, I'm not here to buy today, the mucky mucks blame the salesperson for not selling something to them. How do you do that? How do you do that in good conscience? In good conscience, how do you do that to someone? You don't. Not everyone that goes into the store is looking to purchase something that day.
They're just going in to check the price to get it cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah, in reality, yes.
Well, that's what happened with Best Buy. That's why they had to lower their prices to compete with Amazon, is because people were going to Best Buy to either test out a TV or a stereo receiver, whatever, and then they go home and order it from Amazon. So Best Buy started to have to do that, return policy, like extended returns, no questions asked on stuff, and they had to, match their prices too. But I really do think, man, if you're any kind of guitar player and you're going to try out a guitar and you're looking to buy one, and you pick something off the shelf and it's just either it's gross to touch, it's super duper out of tune, even, especially if it has a floating bridge, then it's a nightmare. It's just, you're not going to sell it.
Right. And here's the other point. Most of these stores only have one of these instruments in stock, and it's going to be the one that's on the shelf that everyone has touched. Now, I don't mind buying a guitar that everyone's touched if it's well set up and it's still in pretty good condition. And if it's got dings and scratches in it, as long as I'm not paying top dollar for it and I get a deal on it, that's fine too. But if you got guitars on the shelf that are so out of whack, I mean, with me, it's a different story because I set my own guitars up. I don't care if a guitar is, I don't care. It could be in the worst setup on the shelf. I know what a good guitar is just by putting it in my hands and strumming it open.
But most of us aren't that lucky.
Most people don't. Mm-hmm. And most people don't know how to set their own guitars up, and they have to pay someone to do it. So if you're going to have that shitty guitar on the wall, have at least one more in a box ready to go. Because, that's only fair. If you're not going to have someone setting the guitars up on the wall, have one new in a box ready to go. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Either have more than one in stock and pay that way, or pay someone to set the guitars up. Either way, that's a win-win. But the way it is now, no wonder Guitar Centers they're going to go out of business.
Yeah. And it seems like the general consensus, is that the right term?
Yeah.
It seems like most people that have had experiences with Guitar Center kind of say the same stuff, man. Nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Guitar Center, do they do mods?
What does that even mean?
I went into Guitar Center. I asked, I've got the guitar that needs the bridge to be installed, right? The hole is just a little too small. I asked them if they could drill it out, and they said they couldn't do it. That's a mod.
I guess it depends on who they have during that time as their setup guy, repair guy, or whatever. I guess it would depend. I mean,
not every store has a tech.
Yeah, they might have.
Smaller stores don't.
They might just have somebody that, at that time, the only guy they could find was a guy that can do basic setups. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. I think they just do basic setups and just like real basic stuff. But again, yeah, it depends on who's there. Because like when Zipkin worked at Guitar Center, he worked on a couple of my guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, he started to work on it and he left, and the guitar is now just I can't play it. He pulled the nut out, so it needs a new nut.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Steve McQueen says he sets his own guitars up, makes finding a great guitar way easier. No, yeah, that's how I kind of started to do my. I wouldn't by any stretch of the imagination say I'm great or even good at setting guitars up. I can adjust stuff and that type of thing, but I kind of had to start learning myself after I brought a guitar up to a local shop in New York, and it was with a Low Pro Edge, and he had, anybody that knows an Ibanez Low Pro Edge, this trem kind of sits a little deep in there, deeper than normal than I want it. But anyway, these things, it almost knocked my Kemper off the damn road case. But there's a little black level plastic piece in the side of the low pro edge, the trim, when you're looking from the top down on it. And that's supposed to be level with the body. And the bridge actually angles up, but the saddles are flat as well. And when I got the guitar, when I picked it up, I opened the case and the thing was completely flat and the saddles were arched back. And he had no idea. And I was explaining to him, and I'm like, you see that little black level right there? I forget what the thing is actually called. I was like, that is supposed to be level with the body. And he was like, you know, he didn't believe me.
He was like,
Yeah, he had no clue. So
he probably needed one of these.
well, long story short, I got my money back for the setup and went home and went on, what's the Ibanez gemsite.com, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And read up on and I started tinkering with my guitars. So I think everybody, for the most part, if you're a intermediate player, sorry, I'm taking over here.
Oh no, I thought you were going to say you went to the Ibanez site and started tinkering.
Yeah. Never mind. I was going to say something else. But no, if you're any, if you play guitar a lot, I think it's good to at least know a little bit, even if it's just slight adjustments, instead of having no idea how to do anything and having to take it to somebody.
See you, John Bower.
Bye, John. Good night.
John, did you send me those pictures?
Said he'll text you tomorrow.
Man. I'm debating whether to say something or not.
Say it. Mass debating to say it?
Yeah, does anybody actually get off on pictures of guitars? They call it guitar porn, right? Does anybody let us know in the comments?
God.
Who would admit to that, though?
Paul Guitar Music 2 asks, Jay, do you ever play drop A on that guitar? I do not. Both my 7 strings and the third 7 string that isn't with me right now. How sad it is. It's standard B to E, man.
I'm out of drink. They're all gone. The sound hole is called a hole for a reason. Oh, God. Oh my God.
And when your pick goes in there, you never get it back. Thank you. Good night.
You're like this.
Yeah. With your mouth open.
That's so funny.
It's getting hot in here, man.
I know. I'm fogging up now.
Air conditioning. Turn on, will you?
I'm fogging up again.
I have windows open and everything. It's hot in here.
Where's my acoustic? I got to do that.
Hey, does anybody else? Does it look like to anybody else that Johnny has a telescope behind him? That white tube? It's like a telescope.
I stare at guitars with that. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that pickup.
Ooh, look at that whammy bar.
Look at that input jack.
Let me grab my acoustic. I want to drop a pick in it. Just
see how long it'll take you to get it out.
See how many licks it takes.
A64 T-Bird says, Jay, I wonder if he's ribbing me here a little bit, but he said, Jay, I just ordered a Kiesel similar to yours. Well, we both have something in common. Neither one of us have it. That's not a deep. Is that a deep acoustic though?
Hang on, let me turn my volume up. What?
Extreme close up.
What? Extreme close up? Of that?
No, it's a Wayne's World joke. When you said you're turning, oh
yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Amanda, you're setting up your telescope this weekend? Okay, here we go. Let's see how long it takes. There's a guitar pick. Oh, well. Oh, whoops. Let me present myself. Let's see how long it takes me to do this. Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, the pick from 5 years ago fell out.
Oh, was that it? No, that was another pick. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Slow the video down right there, and you'll see 2 picks drop out of there. Oh, we didn't set a timer. Oh wow. That needs to be the screenshot for that. Okay, somebody grab it. And
pinch,
and that's what it'll be.
All right, you guys ready?
Or to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Johnny?
You're good. I'm just getting warmed up, but
Well, you can stay on, but I gotta go.
Me too. I'm tired.
All right, 2 more thumbs ups. 2 more, please.
And then we'll stay on for another 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Every thumbs up, we got to stay on for an hour.
Yep. That's yeah. And John BL will be live tomorrow night. It took 13 seconds, he says, for that to happen. Awesome, John.
It's not too bad. So those memes are a bunch of bullshit.
Keep rolling. Hey, JJ.
Yeah, dude, keep going, man.
You owe me an hour.
Keep rocking.
The dog PA says. Cool. Yeah, thumbs ups. Can we get 100, please? We got 76. What's 76? 100 minus what?
24.
20. We need 24 more thumbs. We can make it happen.
We
76 watching. 76 thumbs ups.
Just lost one.
Mm-hmm. Was that you?
No.
All right. Well, we're waiting for those 100 thumbs ups. Again, Nerd Halen will be here Tuesday night. Hal Sparks, Caleb Rapoport. Our usual time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. Nerd Halen is the newest Van Halen tribute. Are they? They're a tribute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The next big thing, the biggest Van Halen tribute will be Nerd Halen. What else? Close to 3,000 followers on Instagram. EVH Gear Live. Go follow that account. That's a. If I wasn't running that account, I'd follow that account myself.
Follow that myself.
There's a lot of quality stuff over there.
I'd follow that account myself if I wasn't running it myself. I wouldn't mind doing the Irish goodbye myself either.
Yeah.
Oh, there they go. Man, if I do that, it's not funny because it's actually over. All right, I'll give you guys a few more minutes. What mouse am I using here? Just finished breakfast. The dog PA says, need more coffee. Oh, that sounds good, man. Keep going. R2, R3, keep going. I just finished a New York strip. Wow. Right on, man. 78 thumbs ups. It's not an Irish goodbye if you announce it. Yeah, I guess not, huh? What else? Thank you to Guitar Player Magazine for the EVH guitar lesson feature. Yeah. Yeah, that's been a few times. Few over the years. Tessie Switch, you want to plug your pedals? Do you want to jump in? It has to be quick. It has to be super quick. Because I might have to do an Irish Goodbye myself at some point. Let's see. Thumbs ups. 79 thumbs ups. Nah. I'll send you the thing if you want to jump in real quick. Where am I? Send me. I'm on Facebook. All right, there you go. There you go, Rob. If you want to jump in, it's got to be. We got to be quick though. Man, look at all that. Okay, there you go. All right. Oh, you got a wrench. There you go. Okay, there's the link for Tessie Switch for the Keeley pedals on his site. Oh, okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. Next time. Yeah. Shauna Marie, thanks for an awesome show tonight. Thank you. Thank you, guys. John BL, I'll see you tomorrow night. Straturday Night Live, as we call it. That show's taken off, man. Yeah. 80 thumbs ups. Can we get maybe 10 more? Let's get up to 90. Hope I can stay up tomorrow. Amanda says, Mark, great show. Hey, thank you. Thank you for watching, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching this stuff. We have a great time. And we have a lot of fun, too. You know, it's not like we're just sitting here, like, yapping about stuff and it's just boring, you know? I like to have fun. I like to have a lot of fun. You guys know this. If you've been watching this for any amount of time. Let's see. Frank Corcoran, thank you. Cool show. Yeah. Rob 212, thank you. I'm just going to thank everybody for the next 5 minutes. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, JJ. Don't forget to share this video on Twitter. And if you tag me at Johnny Beane, I'll retweet you. No matter how many people post it. So if you want to retweet on Twitter, tag me in the post with this video. There's actually a link right down below. There's a share button. Hit that button. It'll take you straight to your Twitter account. Phil, you shared? Okay. Awesome. R2R3, thank you, man. Shout out, R2R3. You're not on Twitter? Oh, you got to get on Twitter. Twitter's great. I've been on Twitter since 2009 or 2008. Something like that. I love Twitter. I've been a huge fan of Twitter for ever since then. How do you share on AOL? You just hit. There'll be a bunch of links right down below. Not links. What am I saying? Let me see. I'm looking at the same thing you guys are. Okay, there's a share. There's a share button. You click on that. That gives you the option to share on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Skype. You can share this on Skype. Wow. You can share to LinkedIn. You can share to a lot. You can share to Reddit. I got to get the Johnny Bean Reddit page going. I actually do have a Reddit page over there. We should probably be using that. That's something I'll definitely get rolling. Sure. Yeah, Joe. Share the video. Share it to those as well. Why not? Guitar porn sites. Amanda, you're leaving? Good night, Amanda. Wow, it's 7:45. I'm probably gonna have to tuck the chickens in very soon. Howie is good. Howie is good, Shauna. He's hanging out. He wants his W. I gotta get something to drink. Oh man. Okay. All right. I should split. All right. So again, Nerd Halen will be here on Tuesday. Hal Sparks and Caleb Rapoport. I remember watching Hal Sparks on the E channel. He was the host of Talk Soup. You guys remember that show? That was a great show. Man, he's great. I can't wait. Can't wait to meet him. Can't wait to meet Hal. Caleb is always awesome. Love Caleb. So this Tuesday, May 21st, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Actually, during this time slot. Thank you. Thank you, G. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't remember who sent this to me. Was it you? I don't know if there was even a return address on the box. Sometimes stuff just shows up in the mail and it doesn't even say anything on it. Oh, I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying. Cool. Yeah, it's a cool shirt. The Van Halen 2 album artwork. It might have been like an Amazon thing or something. Mark, you had an Atari 2600? I did too. I had two of them over the years. The one bad thing about the Atari 2600 is the can I say joystick? Is the joystick after a while it starts to cramp up your hand and your hand really starts to hurt. Did you ever notice that? Green Bay, what up, dude? What are you doing, man? Green Bay, you want to jump in real quick? Real quick? We're trying to get more thumbs ups. Here's Howie. Green Bay, it took you 3 hours, but you got the Floyd Rose flat on the body now? Oh, that's cool, man. Okay, real quick. Yeah, everybody else took off. Let me see if I can get on Twitter. Okay, Green Bay, check your DMs on Twitter. There you go. Thank you, Shauna. Bye, Shauna. Shauna, I heard it's supposed to rain this weekend. Shauna and I, we live only like, what? Probably like half an hour, 40 minutes apart. Jeff T, thank you, man. Happy Friday. Hey, Green Bay.
Johnny.
What's up, dude?
Oh, just rocking a little bit. Got my keyboard going there. Hooked it up to my line 6.
Uh-huh. Were you live?
No, I've been doing yard work and truck work all day.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. Thanks for inviting me up.
Yeah. Although it might be really short.
Well, that's all right. Hey, it's an honor anytime to be invited up on your show, man.
Thanks. Yeah, if you guys don't know Green Bay Wacky, he's
wacky.
He's wacky.
Yeah, I've got it pretty flat now. Check that bad boy out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it took a while to play with the screws underneath, and and now I was working on the action, the height that I like. I got it pretty close. But I appreciate your tips, man.
Oh, anytime, man.
I mean, I was stupid about that. I looked at it and I was like, man, you're an idiot, Wacky. It's playing better too.
Oh yeah, like it feels way better. It's easier on the fingers.
Yeah, it just feels better. It just feels better, man. Yeah,
Cool.
So how long you been streaming for?
Oh, we're at almost 3 hours. We usually do 2 hours. And
wow.
We do 2 hours every Tuesday and Friday.
Well, you said you're trying to get 100 likes. Come on, guys, give them that 100 likes.
Yeah, man.
I'm kind of trying to work on. I got my kid and me. I want to make like a couple like real songs for my YouTube channel, not like a YouTube background track or anything, like, guitar, drums, kind of like the old days, my old basement band, I just, I want to make a real song for my channel.
Well, man, I really dig your, I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. That one, that's a catchy tune, man.
It is, but it's a background track that I got, I want to make it from scratch, That's why I got my keyboard going here. I got my Yamaha. I'm trying to get inspired, you know. And man, I just found a new song that I'm in love with. Have you heard? I don't know if it's a new one. It could be old, but it's new to me. Another Big Rex song, you know, that Canadian band, Wolves. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with that song.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard that one. I just remember their video on MTV in '98. The Oaf, or whatever. I think that was a song or the album.
I'm just laughing at the chat. Someone said the dog PA, real songs take big rooms and drummers. Well, I got a family of drummers, man. My kids are all percussionists. And we got this Roland electronics set we set up. It's pretty cool, actually. I might learn to play that a little bit. And we got a full set too. So we got drummers in the house.
Man, it's always, my dog wants water. Don't you love it when your dog goes and they knock over their whole water station, the water bowl, and it just spills everywhere?
My wife does that sometimes. Sorry.
Oh, he's looking at me. I got to get him water real quick.
Do it. I'll hold the show for you.
Okay.
And we are live at the Johnny Beane Show on Friday night. Your guest host filling in is Green Bay Wacky. Welcome, music and guitar lovers. Yeah, Rob 212. That's the Ibanez, man. There it is. I've been working out the Floyd Rose. But it sounds a lot better. Yeah, it sounds a lot tighter. Whoa, someone's back. Someone's here. Don't worry, it can't be a copyright. It was all original. Who just came up on the panel?
Yeah, I wanted to sneak in here. I mean, I got an invite, and I thought the show was over, but yet here we all are.
I was filling in for Johnny Beane there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Testy Switch. This is Green Bay Wacky.
What's up, Green Bay? Hey, I have that same hat. I just, never wear it.
Really?
Because I'm not 6.
Wow. It's Megan's blog favorite, or it's her favorite hat. It's a friend of mine on YouTube here. She's in China, so
nice.
Panda's a big thing there.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it.
Well, yeah, Johnny Beane said it might be a short visit. He's been on for a little while. He's trying to get 100 likes here.
Yeah, I figure. Well, we can. So what? I'm sorry, I was trying to get my computer going while you were playing that guitar. So what's that guitar that you were showing off?
Oh, someone in the chat just said nice Ibanez. It's an Ibanez. But Johnny corrected me on the Floyd Rose angle. And so last night I worked it for about 3 hours to get that level.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it
makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Say it again?
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, I didn't know. That's why I come here for, guitar tech. That's a nice collection you got on the wall there.
No, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah,
really nice.
It's just a small part of it, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. I have a lot of cool stuff.
Well, like I've always said, Johnny, music is good for the soul, It's I don't know, I just get transported to another dimension, Start just rocking out, and you're just in your own world, It's I don't know, I just get the dimension,
Are you sampling?
No.
I turned on another browser so that I could pop the chat out, and That just happened to be what was going on when I turned it on, and I had to hit mute really fast.
Oh,
So-
no, that's cool.
So do you you like have a band, Tessie, or are like you studio musician? Or I mean, that's a lot of guitars. I mean, you look like a professional, you know.
They're all cardboard cutouts.
No, they're not.
I play guitar, I play bass. I'm in what now 3 bands.
Wow.
So I do a lot of different stuff. Hey buddy. My son just popped in.
No,
Let's go to bed.
No more than here.
Oh, that doesn't mean that you should go to bed. Go lay down. I'll see you in a minute.
hello, son.
Yeah.
I've got 5 kids, so
you know all about bedtime.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little more grown though. The youngest one left is gonna be 15 in June. So the other ones are all 18 and above.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so mine is not 9 years old.
Oh wow.
So he's all about video games, and he's all about, just ridiculous stuff. But he's hilarious, and he's smart, and yeah, love him to bits.
Oh yeah, nothing better than kids. I'm into relationships now with my kids. You know, it's evolved to a new phase, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Well, hey man, it's nice to meet another friend, you know?
Oh yeah. Hey, I love Johnny Beane. I discovered him, I don't know, a while back, and I've just been in love with him ever since. Johnny, I love you, man.
Oh, I love you too, Greenback.
So
Bro.
who was that? Was that wait, somebody was commenting. Now I gotta scroll up to find it. Thrash Metal and Fun Riff says Tessie is real. I'm actually Thrash Metal. I am also a cardboard cutout. So
What kind of genre do you play generally?
So I love playing other people's music. So I've been I've done original stuff. I've been in original bands a number of times throughout my life, and probably I don't know. I think probably about maybe 20-ish years ago, I joined up. Well, it was an original band that did a bunch of covers, because we'd go out and we'd play for we'd do 4 hours worth of music at a bar any particular night. So and we would just do classic rock, modern rock, anything from the late 90s, because that's when I was doing it, to like Eric Clapton and ZZ Top and Van Halen and all kinds of stuff. But now I'm playing in a Heart tribute band, and I play in an Eagles / Journey tribute band.
Oh wow.
And then I just started a band with a couple of guys from town here, and we're called Def Zeppelin. And we're just doing as you might be able to guess, we're doing Def Leppard and Led Zeppelin songs, and we'll throw some other stuff in for fun. But we're gonna have our first gig here in the next month.
Wow.
And then I play bass in an original kind of a shred outfit out of Southern California called Plenty Heavy. So
you're doing like Neil Schon riffs.
For that, I'm playing bass. For that band, I'm playing for the Eagles / Journey tribute. I'm playing bass.
Oh, okay. Okay.
For the Heart tribute, I flip back and forth depending on what they need.
So, the Wilson sisters' Heart, or
yes.
Okay. All right. Is it female vocalists, or is it male?
No, it's a full-on tribute. We've got a great Ann Wilson who the woman who's singing has done vocal sound-alikes for video games for Heart tunes. I think it was on not Guitar Hero. What's the other one? Rock Band.
Wow.
So she did the Ann Wilson on Rock Band. she also goes out and she does shows where she'll like dress up like Cher, or she does all kinds, like Marilyn Monroe. She does all kinds of things. She's an excellent vocalist.
Wow.
And,
I love Heart, man. I grew up with them.
Oh, it's, you know what? It's one of my favorite things playing. The people in the people in the band are amazing people, but being, with being able to play that music with them is amazing, because I love playing that music.
So you're
and then we've got a great Nancy Wilson that actually does all, she's an amazing guitar player, and just, like the harmony guitar solos are all there. It's a ton of fun. It's just a blast.
So you're doing lead guitar for the Heart tribute one?
I go back and forth between lead guitar and bass. It just depends, because there's never more than 6 people on the stage, but there's like 10 people in the band. So there, just whoever's available that can get the gig. And then if they don't have a bass player and they need a bass player, I'll do bass. If they need a guitar player, I'll do guitar.
Wow. So you're doing Magic Man? You're doing the riffs in that?
Do Magic Man, Barracuda.
Barracuda.
One of my favorite ones to play is Kick It Out.
Kick It Out. Yeah.
That's a great guitar solo. The guitar solo in Magic Man is so outside. Like, I really feel like there was a lot of drugs going on in the studio when they recorded that. Because that's
one of my favorite guitar riffs, Magic Man. It's not like it's overly complicated, but it's so smooth. I love it. Every time I gotta crank Magic Man, man.
Yeah, that's a blast. I mean, the thing is, if you're doing 2 hours of music, and we do everything. Like, I put on this flowing wig,
Oh, cool.
And, we dress up kind of like 70s Heart, but we do the 80s stuff. We do the 70s stuff. We do a couple of Zeppelin tunes.
Crazy on You. Yes, Mark. Yes, Mark Dillon. Let me go crazy.
Yeah, that's a great, that has a lot of like really interesting parts to it. The bass, even the bass lines it's all really interesting.
I just watched VH1 Behind the Music on Heart about a week ago. I was up like 2, 3 in the morning, and I was like, let's see what VH1 Behind the Music's got. There was Heart, and I watched it. Cool.
I'm looking at the chat. And they're like, wait a minute, where's Dave and Jay?
We took over Johnny Beane's show.
We're like the substitute teachers of the Johnny Beane show.
I just met we just met. I just met Tessie here, and so you're live at the Johnny Beane show. Beane show. Just it's like a takeover.
So Joe Hervey says no real metal. Joe, are you talking about the kind of stuff that I play? I definitely do, or have done some real metal. The Plenty Heavy stuff is a lot of guitar shred, where there's just a ton of notes. I think you can find our stuff on Spotify. I think you can find it on iTunes. Plenty Heavy. And the guitarist is Greg Mara, Marra. He's amazing.
I don't do any cover tunes. I just make up my own crap,
That's great. That's good.
Just whatever I feel like,
I played with one guy who was, I mean, we played a lot of originals, but we also did covers for the same reason, a different band, but we got to play for 4 hours a night, and we just sprinkle on our original tunes. But he would always say, well, man, I'm no good at learning songs. That's why I write them. And he's a good songwriter. Just funny that he says, I'm just not good at learning songs. And so that's why I write them.
Well, the closest I came was, me and my friends had sort of a garage band. We had a studio in the Warehouse District in Minneapolis for years, and we just go down there, it's 24/7 jam, and you just play as loud as you want. And we thought that was years back, and we're like, one of these days we should gig out, get a gig, but we didn't,
Oh, that's funny.
So we got a whole bunch of original tunes, and I actually have copies of them. I was the guy that brought the computer down, like, dude, we might get something like incredible here. I'm going to capture this,
Yeah. Well, you never know, man.
I got the lost tapes,
If nothing else, it's just fun to capture that for your own memories later. You know what I mean? Just good times with your friends, and
Yeah.
and have some nostalgia at some point.
I play them on my live stream sometimes. I call them the Lost Garage Band tapes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Hey, Johnny's back.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had to tuck my chickens in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I call it too.
Yeah. Actually, if you watch yesterday's vlog, I did a video
I watched
yesterday.
you tuck the chickens in yesterday.
And you actually saw me go in there and shut the flap and everything, huh? Oh yeah, you were. That's right, you were in there. That's right, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed most of that conversation, but I used to record everything. Actually, I still do. And nowadays, with with streaming and everything, I stream my live gigs. And even these shows that we do, these are like capturing memories. You know.
Good conversation. I like your new beard, facial hair choice. By the way, Johnny, looks good.
Mine? This thing? Yeah. Thanks.
So I'm a porn stash guy myself. First time someone said that to me, I was on a live stream and I said, I don't have a stash of porn, man. I don't have any. I'm married. That's what I really thought. And he goes, you idiot. It's your mustache. A total true story. That was Boomer Rock that said that.
Yeah. I could do that. I've done that in the past, actually. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work for everybody.
My two oldest sons, they're full beards. They're beard guys. So we're opposite. I got to shave it off. No, we were just talking. Tessie was telling me about his tribute, or telling us about his tribute bands that he's in with Heart and Def Zeppelin. And I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going straight from Hysteria into Immigrant Song.
I could just see something like that, like pour some sugar on me in the stairway to heaven.
Well, I think once we get some time under our belts and some rehearsals, I think we are going to start trying to mash some things up.
Like make some kind of mutated versions of the song.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be way cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Do you guys want to see a guitar?
Yeah, real quick.
Let's do a real quick guitar.
Johnny, actually, just kick my butt off here whenever you got to go, man.
Johnny, I'm trying to get you some thumbs, brother. Okay, this is. See this?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's frozen.
He's frozen. It is not me.
We can see it.
This is a two.
Okay, there he is.
Have I locked up? Hang
there
on.
you are. There you are.
Back.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So this has got. I've done a lot of things to this guitar over the years, but it's 2001. I got it brand new on closeout. I was working at Musician's Friend in the corporate. I think it's when I first started with the corporate office. These were on closeout. I got it for $500. This has a chambered body, so it's pretty light. It's got 24 frets, and it's really hard to get past the 22nd fret anyway because these cutaways aren't very deep. But single volume, single tone, 5-way switch down here instead of up here. And the great thing about this guitar is that it has had the headstock broken off of it, not once, but twice. And the same guy fixed it both times. And it's I mean, it's as solid as it's ever been because you get the right person fixing these, and the fix is stronger than the wood was before it broke. So when it broke the second time, it actually broke like a 0.5 millimeter away from where it broke the first time. Just weird. So it has this kind of funky flame on it, which there's kind of like a frown, like right in the middle. But it's a pretty good figure on here. I've put different pickups in it over the years. These happen to be EMG. I think this might be an 81 and 85. This might actually be a Het set, actually. The James Hetfield set. I don't know.
Wow.
And then I put a Tone Pros bridge on it. with the graphite saddles, and it's just got an incredible amount of wear on it because I've probably played 600 gigs with this guitar.
Wow. Wow.
So there you go. That's my 2001 Gibson Les Paul standard double cutaway.
Wow. Yeah, I've always wanted a double cutaway Les Paul like that. Actually,
such a cool guitar. It's such a cool guitar. You know, I'm kind of going through some stuff and I'm thinking, okay, what should I sell? What do I just not need anymore? And I pulled this one out and I started kind of cleaning it up and getting it ready to go. And I just started playing it for a minute and I was like, no, I can't get rid of this guitar. Are you kidding me? This is such a great guitar.
Here's my Hamer. My Hamer Phantom right there.
Yeah, cool.
1983.
Wow.
Oh, look at that pickup.
Right there. Yeah, it's got the humbucker and the single coil and the same thing. So it looks like a 3. It's actually two separate pickups. But this guitar, the headstock busted off on tour. And you can actually see where it broke. You can still see.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You can still see where it was busted off, but it was a guy fixed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought you'd have to replace the whole fretboard or something. The whole.
If they're great at woodworking, yeah, it can be done. Yeah. Yeah, James. Hamers are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool. That's an unusual.
Is what's taped on the front there, Johnny? Is that like a pick holder or something? What is that?
Yeah, down here. That's one of those Dunlop pick holders.
Oh no, it looks you got a pick or something taped over there.
Oh, yeah, I've got a pick taped underneath the bridge so the bridge doesn't pull back.
Okay.
So if I break a string, it stays in one place. There it is, real close up.
High tech.
Wait, is there like an aluminum block in between the pickup and the bridge? Oh, or is that the base of the bridge?
That's the base. Yeah, it's the base of the bridge. I'm actually, if anybody's watching this, I'm looking for another one of these bridges. If anybody knows the Hamer Phantom guitars from the early '80s and those bridges, I need one of these. I need another one.
Huh. Johnny, send me a message with exact, like a photo of it and exact what the model is. Cause no guarantees, but I might know a guy.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So where are you at? Where are you at on the thumbs?
Oh, well, it's staying there. It's staying the same, but
no thumbs for the guitars. Come on, guys.
Come on.
This is the first thing I've done on YouTube all day, Johnny. I've been out in the yard and out working on my truck all day.
Yeah. We'll get them on playback. Definitely.
All right.
So, I know it's later where you guys are.
Yeah,
it's like after 11.
Well, I'm in
or 10
Central Time, so 10:17.
Yeah, me too. 10:17.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know me, Johnny. I generally stay up all night, so it's pretty early.
I know.
Mike Keith, Dave's not home. Dave's gone to bed. Dave peace outed about 30 minutes ago.
A while ago, yeah.
He said, I've had enough of this. This show's getting too long already, and he left. And Johnny said, yeah, we probably ought to wrap it up. Oh, hey, let's get Tessie on. Let's get Green Bay on.
It was an honor. Johnny's like, you want to come up for a short minute? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, you guys. Tessie, Well, I know it's not your real name.
But I don't care. Call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Bob. We'll call him Bob.
Yeah.
Well, it's Rob.
It's Rob.
My name's
It's actually
Rob.
Rob. Yeah. Yeah.
Mad Dog. Am I Nancy or Annie? I'm. If I had to be anybody, I guess I'd be. Why can't I remember his name? The guitar player in Howard. What's it?
Howard.
Howard Leese.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be Howard Leese. But if anything ever happened to the woman that does Nancy, I could just put on a blonde wig. I've offered to do that if she can't make it to a gig or something, and I'd go up and I'd even stand there and I'd sing These Dreams. It's not going to be as good as when she does it.
These dreams won't let me close my eyes.
But yeah, so but I'll just my theory or my opinion about how a Heart tribute band works is that if you want to be a really successful Heart tribute band, it starts with having a good Ann and a good Nancy, and everybody else in the band is just background noise, because nobody, I mean, I know who the different players in Heart are and have been, but the general population isn't going to be like, oh, Howard Leese, you don't have a, it's not like Eddie Van Halen where he's like, that's the guy. People aren't like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, Howard Leese, you got to have a good Howard Leese, authentic. It's Ann and it's Nancy, and if you don't, you know, anything else besides that, it's like you could put a 7-year-old in a tank top who's just, you know, like air guitaring to some tracks, and people wouldn't probably even notice.
So I have a question, you know, because I don't know the whole tribute band thing. Do you have to like pay or license their songs or something to do gigs with them?
No, the venues that you play at, typically the venues are paying a licensing fee to ASCAP, and ASCAP is supposed to keep track of. And really, I think really it's more of an algorithm or a formula that they use to kind of determine what ASCAP members should get paid for what royalties from stuff like this. Certainly, there's not an ASCAP representative at every show going, okay, this cover band played 3 Van Halen songs, 2 ZZ Top songs, a bunch of Alice in Chains, and they're, you know, like I played in a band where we basically did like, you know, 10 Alice in Chains songs over the course of the night. You think anybody cared that we were doing that? No, but I don't know how they do it. I think they just arbitrarily come up with something based off of, I don't know, record sales, radio. I have no idea how they do it, but the bands aren't required to have that license. It's the venue that's required as part of the performance.
I got you. So the band just does their gig and whatever.
The band does the gig. Now, where you'll get in trouble is if you start using. So I've been in 2 Heart bands. The first one I was in used a logo. Oh wait, yeah, they used a logo that was too close to what Heart used, and so they were contacted by Heart's lawyers and sent a cease and desist to make sure that they're just asked to change the logo. And then, you know, if you obviously there's issues if you start claiming to be that band,
right?
You know.
I suppose it's more if you start going on the internet with it, YouTube videos, things like that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Heart band. I mean, we've got a bunch of videos out there, but they're not trying to get money out of it. You know, it's a promotional tool for the band. If you want to find out how good this band sounds, we'll go to the YouTube and listen to the video. Watch the video, I guess.
That's how that new lead singer for Journey got picked up. He was in a tribute band on YouTube, and Neil Schoen found him one night. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Mike Keith is asking about the girls in the band. Can they hit the high notes, and what tuning do we play in? We play in E flat, and they can definitely hit the high notes. They can hit the high notes in E, but what we found over the course of the years is that if you just that half step can keep your voice from fatiguing over the course of the night. And if you're playing for, you know, we're a lot of times we'll do 2 hours straight, no breaks, no intermission or anything. And you know, and when you're singing Ann Wilson tunes for 2 hours straight, it can take its toll. So yeah, that half a step does make a huge difference.
Yeah, that's great advice, man.
Well, I watched a rockumentary or whatever on Netflix on Journey, and that new lead singer, I forget his name, the guy from Malaysia or whatever, wherever he's from, he's got this whole counter filled with like lemon juice and honey and, you know, all this stuff protecting the voice, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's. Hey, Alex Radford is in the chat.
Alex, dude, how you doing? How's your mom?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, covering Steve Perry. That's
another one. You know, if you're going in standard, and you know, I mean, even a lot of these guys. I mean, you listen to, I mean, arguably one of the best rock singers of the '80s and '90s, Jeff Tate. You know, you listen, and they played in E flat, but you listen to kind of what he's doing now. I mean, he still has good pitch, but he's not hitting those notes that he used to be. I mean, he used to, like, it was impressive how high the guy could sing with such power, and he doesn't have that range anymore, or at least maybe he probably still has the range, but he doesn't maybe have the power. His voice gets fatigued faster, and I mean, just as you get older, that's what happens. But you know, you talk about the honey and the lemon and all the other. The best thing you can do for your voice is just drink a ton of water. All that other stuff may help soothe it if you start getting a sore throat. But if your body is dehydrated, I mean, you know, it's the natural fluids in your body that are lubricating your vocal cords. And if you're not drinking enough water, then they're going to get dry. They're going to start to hurt. You know, it's all about. Now, I like to lubricate my vocal cords with a little bit of whiskey. Unfortunately, you know, it's got to keep going in order for it to work.
The second song, you're just like, oh.
Hey, do you guys want to hear some AC/DC? I don't know any. I'll make it up. Yeah, I'm all right. AC/DC song for you guys.
Second song.
Yeah, just get wasted and just tell them, I'll just pretend I'm Scott Stapp.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
Maybe not the only guy, but definitely got sued for sucking on stage.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that, Johnny? This was going back to, I don't know, 2005, 6, something like that.
Are you talking about Creed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had to give him ticket sales back or something. There was
well, they sued him to get their money back, but the judge, because I followed this very closely because I wanted legal proof that Creed sucked. I wanted it to be on record for everyone to know. And
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
So that's all right. We'll take the show again.
So these
you're live at the Johnny Beane Show with guest host Green Bay Wacky, and Johnny Beane has left the building, and we've got Tessie.
That's right. So these guys at the concert were upset about the performance. They sued Creed, and I don't know how long it took it to go to court because it was just this, you know, civil suit. And what are the damages? So the only thing they could sue for was for the price of the tickets and maybe some time, which, you know, what could that possibly be? You know, 2 hours worth of a concert. But so the judge, after the whole thing, I think he was probably pretty annoyed by the lawsuit, but he ended up ruling in favor of Creed. And he said that the artist is free to interpret their own music in any way they see fit.
That makes sense, actually.
And the audience doesn't have a legal right to expect the performance of original material to be any certain way.
That makes sense, actually.
It was a huge win for Creed. because it was basically a court of law saying that they are allowed to suck in any way that they see fit.
Was it more his vocals? Was the band?
I'm sure that it was, because Mark Tremonti is a really fantastic guitar player.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. Even
he's pretty straight laced, but Scott Stapp has, regardless of their strong Christian themes, he was not always a straight laced dude. So,
oh no, not at all. Matter of fact, his dad was a real hardcore minister.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to break away from some of that, but I love Creed. They're one of my. I just love their sound. I just love it.
Well, they had their thing going for a while, man. And a lot of the cover bands that I was in, I never wanted to play Creed songs, but I tried really hard to get away from it. And I talked to the guys in the band, and hey, man, can we just not play Creed anymore? And the thing is, it was like every time we played it, people ate it up. They just ate it up.
How could they not like Creed? Seriously.
Well, I can think of a lot of reasons why you wouldn't like Creed, but that's me. That's my personal taste. So you either like it or you don't, and there's plenty of stuff that I like that other people would just go, man, I don't know how you can listen to that garbage. So,
I am all over the place on music. I mean, I'll go from heavy metal to rap to country to 70s to 60s to I'm just, if I like a song, I like a song.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get me and my daughter on the same page. She likes the music we do, but my kid, the 14-year-old, he's rap. It's just rap. That's the only thing in the universe that exists, rap. But the other night, I cranked up the Yamaha keyboard, and I started playing some riffs, and he started getting interested. It was like, it's a little different when you're doing it live, isn't it? It's not so boring.
Mm-hmm.
We started making some songs.
Except for you're playing the same 4 notes, and you do that every night, or every other night on tour, or every weekend at a gig at a bar, and eventually you just start phoning it in because, man, these 4 notes are not that interesting anymore. It's fun for a minute. I get it. It's always fun. For me, I love learning new stuff, and if you follow me on Instagram. Every once in a while, I just, I'll get a wild hair and I'll just decide, okay, today I heard a song that I really dig and I decided I want to learn the solo for it. And so I'll just, pop up the guitar solo, like a total unaccompanied guitar solo from a tune that I just decided that day I wanted to learn. Mm-hmm. And it's fun to see how fast I can come up with it. And sometimes it takes me a couple of days. Sometimes it takes me 20 minutes,
Well, I'm just trying to introduce my kid to like instruments, other than rap beat number 3, Yeah. I'm trying to get his mind. Don't get me wrong. I love some rap. I do. I listen to rap, but I'm trying to get him to expand his musical base, like listen to a drum, listen to a bass guitar, listen to a, just expand your ears a little, your mind,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hey, I got a split.
It's okay.
Go for real this time.
That's okay, Johnny.
It's time for Howie's walk.
He left.
There goes Tessie.
Oh.
That's the theme tonight. Everybody just leaves.
I won't. I'll clock out with you at the right time.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Wow, we've gone on 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We start at 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 3.5 hour show. Green Bay, great to see you, man.
Hey, thanks for inviting me up. It's been an honor to come up on your show, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And keep doing what you do, man.
Oh, Tessie just did another Irish goodbye. There you go.
Oh my goodness. By the way, everyone in the chat, just before we leave, I'm not knocking rap music. I'm not knocking it. I like it, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me too.
I'm gonna go listen to some N2 Deep right after this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Saturday Night Live with John BL. We'll be live tomorrow for 3 hours. And then we'll be back Tuesday speaking of tribute bands, we're gonna have Nerd Halen, the newest Van Halen tribute.
Wow.
And they're awesome. Do you remember a comedian named Hal Sparks?
Not right off.
You remember him? I remember him from he was the host of Talk Soup on the E channel.
Oh, okay. See, maybe if I saw him, I'd remember him.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's the lead singer for Nerd Halen, and the guitar player is our good friend Caleb Rapoport. So they'll both be here on Tuesday, and we're promoting that on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and here, of course. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Rock on, everybody. Leave a thumbs up. We're up to 84. Right. 84 thumbs. See if we can get 100. We'll probably have 100 by later tonight.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah. And remember to tell your friends about Johnny Beane. He's awesome. I tell all my friends about you, Johnny. I do all the time, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. And I dig what you're doing. You guys check out Green Bay Wacky. There he is in the chat. Everybody go subscribe to Green Bay Wacky.
Well, I didn't mean it that. I just like you, Johnny. It didn't require anything back. I just talk about you all the time to people. I just do because you're just such a cool dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want you to know that. So
thank you, man.
Love to the chat, by the way.
Awesome. Yeah. Everybody, Dale, Phil, the dog PA, Janice, Mad Dog, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and have a good night. All right. Johnny Beane TV. See you, Green Bay.
See ya.